Attention parents and coaches. Do you wish you had a safe social media platform for your youth athletes? Fortunately for you, there's a revolutionary new app that helps with just that. Introducing Small Player, Big Play. Small Player, Big Play app provides young athletes, parents, and coaches a user-friendly sports social media platform. The app allows users to connect with friends, make new friends, create groups, text, chat, and post pictures and videos of you and your teammates participating in your favorite sport or activity. To begin, users can simply download and sign up for the app using an email account. Younger users have the ability to sign up using their smartphone and a parent's email address. From there, users can begin to interact and engage with other users of the app. Small Player Big Play app also gives users the ability to live stream full games and events. You can live stream your event so that friends, family, or anyone in the world can see you in action. Users can also share posts from the app to their other social media accounts like Facebook and Twitter. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and share your love of sports with the world. Download the Small Player Big Play app today. Attention parents and coaches. Do you wish you had a safe social media platform for your youth athletes? Fortunately for you, there's a revolutionary new app that helps with just that. Introducing Small Player, Big Play. Small Player Big Play app provides young athletes, parents, and coaches a user-friendly sports social media platform. The app allows users to connect with friends, make new friends, create groups, text, chat, and post pictures and videos of you and your teammates participating in your favorite sport or activity. To begin, users can simply download and sign up for the app using an email account. Younger users have the ability to sign up using their smartphone and a parent's email address. From there, users can begin to interact and engage with other users of the app. Small Player Big Play app also gives users the ability to live stream full games and events. You can live stream your event so that friends, family, or anyone in the world can see you in action. Users can also share posts from the app to their other social media accounts like Facebook and Twitter. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and share your love of sports with the world. Download the Small Player Big Play app today.
Welcome to Don Thomas Stadium here at Exeter High School here in Reading, Pennsylvania. Bruce Badgley, Kerry Moyer, BCTV, Friday Night Football. It's the 3-2 Exeter Eagles and the 3-2 Conrad Weiser Scouts. A big matchup here in Section 1 of the Berks League. Kerry, going to be a really interesting game tonight. What are some of the things that you're going to be looking for?
Well, just excited to be here. It's homecoming tonight. A lot of stuff going on, including fireworks. Post-game, it's going to be great. But really, you kind of look back and look at the storied season that Conrad Weiser had last year. Of course, we broadcast that game, the Exeter and Weiser game, up there last year, and with all the elements and a little sloppy and everything. And to see them coming back, I know I've seen some stuff during the week, the revenge thing, things like that. But this is huge, I think, for both of these teams now, because both coming in 3-2, where they're in the league play now, they're in the Section 1 league play, and that's kind of wide open. And when we did our preview shows on BCTV in the studios before the season, Weiser is definitely part of the conversation. We were talking about, of course, Exeter Township and Governor Mifflin, looking at the Section 1 crown, back then. So this is going to be a big game. Going back, looking, back when my son was here and played, when
we first got to know each other.
Yeah, they had Weiser as a homecoming back then too. And just going to be a great night for football. Got a lot of interesting facts to talk about as we go through this game. Again, huge shout out to Jim Berkman, Spotlight on Berk Sports, providing us with all of our stats. Coming up to this game, also throughout the game, we'll update you on the scores. But no, really looking for this to be a knock 'em down, drag 'em out, Bruce.
I want to thank Tom Legath here, the athletic director for Exeter Township. Really set us up with some nice facility here tonight to do the broadcast. But, Conrad Weiser, a hot team. Winners of 3 in a row. Exeter, they're coming off a big win, 41-0 over Muhlenberg last week. So both teams have momentum coming in here. And, it's usually a round robin between the Scouts, the Eagles, and the Mustangs for a Section 1 championship. Obviously, the Scouts prevailed last year. Exeter, you know what? Everything right now is all about this Berks title, talking with, Coach on the field there.
Yeah, no, and we're in the league play now. And when you look at the 2 losses for Conrad Weiser, you're talking about Cocalico, who we got to see earlier in the season, and you're talking about Fleetwood, which is, had an incredible run here at the beginning of the year. So, again, it's not like, sloppy losses for them. They lost to 2 very high-caliber teams. And, we got to see Exeter Township week 1, against Berks Catholic, and is just catching up with a lot of folks they know around here, talking to Mr. McNish, and, talking about that week 1. I'll talk more about that later. We're getting ready to get the festivities started here. You probably heard in the background some fireworks. There's going to be plenty of fireworks out on the field, but also all around the stadium tonight. Special fireworks will be played or shot off after every Exeter touchdown, and I believe
they're going to have a fireworks display after the game. So when we give away our ball ball of the game, we might have some real fireworks going on. So should be an awful lot of fun. Going to have the ceremonial coin toss. They always do the coin toss there, a bit before kickoff. And my buddy Kerry getting his headset back on, got in his broadcast position.
Yep, nope, had to make the move there. Had to get down into the stands here, down with our people here, Bruce.
Well, we're still al fresco with a capital Al here tonight. We a beautiful night. I think just about everybody can see our broadcast position. And we've got our great banner that features, obviously, our title sponsor, Imperium, for BCTV Friday Night Football. Alvernia University, who really, this broadcast is not possible without our friends there at Alvernia. The underwriter of our broadcast, Reading Alloys. Thank you to all three of these institutions and businesses for your support of BCTV Friday Night Football. It's all about the fans. Everywhere we go, Kerry, we get thank yous from people, all around the country. So, DM Kerry, tell us where you are watching the game from. We'd really appreciate it, whether you're in an establishment with some adult beverages at home or, around the country, around the world. We've got our show producer, Louis Galan, back with us. He was watching the game from the Caribbean last week. So, that's what it's all about. We're on cable, we're online, and we're on demand. BCTV Friday Night Football. We're just about ready, Kerry.
No, it's a great night here in Berks County again, and Exeter Township High School, great stadium, great facilities, great turf again. You talked about Tom McGath, the AD earlier, and really put out the red carpet for us tonight, and just excited to have this Berks Section 1 clash and be able to call it.
Oh, and it's an onside kick, but it didn't go 10 yards. Or did they call a whistle?
Well, by the reactions of the players there, I think they were attempting the onside kick, and everybody's kind of leaving the field. So,
wow,
good thought, way to kick off on this rivalry, but it's going to give the Scouts great field position to start here tonight.
Well, you got that right. I mean, that's definitely a risk-reward play, and that's the risk. All right, a quarterback for the Scouts, number 1, Logan Klitsch, sophomore, 5'11", 155. And he's back to throw on the first play, an out route. And it is complete out there. Yeah, looks like the number 18, Turner Deanna.
Yeah, Logan Klitsch, like you said, sophomore, 5'11", 155. Coming into the game, he's 26 of 45 on the season for 428 yards. He has 4 TDs and 3 interceptions coming into tonight.
All right. So it's about 2nd and about 7. Klitsch now. Back to throw once again. Looking downfield. And, drop there, unfortunately.
Just kind of taking a look back again, Bruce, we had this game last year up at Conrad Weiser. And, when you look at the team and the senior leadership that Conrad Weiser graduated, of course, Alex McKenzie was a quarterback, also a big-time sticker on D, now up at Kutztown University. But Klitsch as a sophomore kind of, and again, talking to some folks, before the game, it's like Weiser, Exeter, they just reload. The expectation is that they're going to win week in and week out, especially when they hit Section 1 play.
That's Daughtry to Klitsch's right. Oh, and he dribbled the ball back there. Unfortunately, a penalty.
Yeah, and expect that we'll see a lot of Daughtry tonight, number 20, Owen Daughtry. He's a senior, running back, plays DB as well, 5'11", 170. He's got 7 touchdowns on the season coming in tonight, accounting for 42 of the points that Weiser has. Again, we talked about Weiser came into this game 3-2. They're 2-0 in the Berks Section 1. And again, they're 2 losses to 2 heavyweights there with Cocalico and Fleetwood. And of course, the big win over Elizabethtown, Daniel Boone, and Twin Valley last week to give them their 3 wins coming into this game.
3rd and 3, opening drive of the game. Klitsch back to throw once again. He's under pressure. and he gets it off to Daughtry, who weaves through that defense. He's got some opening, and he is into the secondary, still on his feet, down inside the 20-yard line. What a great run there by Owen Daughtry. He took that ball actually behind the line of scrimmage and worked his way through there, Kerry.
Yeah, no, great job. And, taking a look at that, of course, only seeing it live, not seeing the replay on. I think he was looking downfield. Daughtry was the safety valve there, hit him. Just like you said, would you say the other week?
Gosh, I don't know. Weave or
Feather. He feathered his way through. Picking up that first down, fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Klitsch again, throwing on the run. Oh, boy, that's the second drop there by Turner Dion. He was wide open. Yeah, that might have been a touchdown.
Yeah, that's 2 drops so far here that we've seen. I think the thing that, really impresses me by Klitsch there is, right-hand quarterback rolled out to his left, got set, did a nice job delivering that ball. So, again, a lot of times, high school we'll see that where, quarterbacks are, comfortable rolling out to their throwing side, but, he did a great job there rolling to the left. So, ball's between the hashes, closer to the right, sitting on the 25, 20.
2nd and 10 now, Klitsch. He's back to pass again, and it's complete down there. I believe that was number 9, Gabe Icavoni. Oh, Dalton Moyer? Number 9 on my roster.
Number 18, Jared Strauss.
No, I'll agree with you on what our roster says.
Yeah, Gabe Icavoni. Now, so we're going to go with Icavoni till somebody tells us otherwise. I guess we'll have to check with the PA announcer.
Nick Schaefer on that last tackle.
Well, we're halfway through the season. We've only one time so far in our broadcast have had that player with no name.
Yes, exactly right. And there's Daughtry. Driving inside. Looks like the pretty close to the first down, and I think he's got it, Kerry.
No, not, of course, being the old O-line guy, I always gravitate to what's going on up front. And, coming in, I really, kind of wanted to see how this game unfolded up front. But, the Conrad Weiser offensive line here, multi-dimensional, doing a nice job with the pass protection and nice job there, with the run blocking and getting some positive yards.
Klitsch, Daughtry dives inside the 5, it looks like.
Number 20, Owen Daughtry on the carry again.
So, looks like we're going to have a 2nd and goal here.
Number 3, Alex Javier.
Ball's inside the 5 now.
All right, 2nd and goal now.
See what they do, see if they keep it on the ground and keep pounding here. Again, your passing game changes a little bit when you're, out midfield versus when you're inside the red zone, especially this close to the goal line.
Klitsch fakes, rolling left, looking at the end zone, taking it himself, and he stopped. He got hammered there by number 62.
Number 41, Nick Schaefer.
That was Robbie Unruth. Nice stop there.
I think number 9, Ty Yoakum, was in on that too. And, when we did our broadcast to open the season, Ty Yoakum did some nice things on offense, fullback, and but on defense, he really did a nice job. And expecting to see, more big plays out of him as the night goes on.
Well, there's a big play here. 3rd and goal. Ball looks like at about the 10-yard line. Klitsch on the run, being chased. Has to take it himself, and he's pulled down there. That looks like it was Alex Javier. Beautiful play. Came all the way from the opposite side of the field to chase him down. 4th down for the Scouts. That means Matt Knoll. Matt, probably one of the better kickers, if not in eastern Pennsylvania, in the entire state.
Yeah, and congratulations to that young man setting the Berks County field goal record last week. And we're in for a treat tonight with special teams, and we'll talk about that a little bit more.
Oh.
Flag on the play.
Going to be interesting if that's on Exeter, what Coach Moyer would do.
Of course, the home blue shirts we're pointing at the white shirts.
Offsides Exeter.
Offside Exeter going to take it half the distance, and he's going to go for it. Yeah. You got to give Coach Moore. He's out here to win tonight. He's showing his team that right now. So 4th and goal. Ball on about the, looks like about the 1.5 or 2 carry. Scouts going for the 7 or for the 6.
Okay, so we won't see Noel add to his field goal record any right now.
Klitsch under center. Daughtry around the side, going for the pylon.
Daughtry on the carry.
And he is stopped short of the goal line.
Stopped by
Beautiful
Exeter.
play.
No, he kept going east and west there, trying to find a spot to turn it up, and
Daughtry stopped
didn't
by
find
number
it. And
63, Caleb
great
Miller,
job
and
on
number
the
3,
outside to
Alex
contain in the pursuit by that Exeter defense coming up and making that stop. So, again, you got a little excited there when you saw that they were going to go for it, Bruce. But it's a game of big plays.
Well, I like the message that Coach Moyer was sending to the team there, that they're out to win this thing. And, he felt positive. Look, they moved the ball down the field there. And, you can't fault going for it in that position. So, Exeter now on offense, deep in their own end. Alex Javier actually at the quarterback position. Around the
Number
end.
3, Alex Javier on the carry.
Ooh, and he got slammed pretty late out of bounds. No flag, but interesting that Javier's at quarterback, to start the game there. Obviously, Gavin McCusker will definitely get in there, but I guess deep in their own end, they're just trying to run it out.
Yeah, you know what? That's pretty good, philosophy there with it. Again, Gavin McCusker's really kind of risen up, as the man at quarterback. And Javier, going back to the preseason, seeing a couple guys in, but having that to get him to use his legs and get you, away from the end zone was a good move, and now McCusker's in.
McCusker, that's Scott. Little jet sweep
Scott
action
on the
there.
carry.
And picks up pretty close to the first down, or did he?
Scott brought down by number
Yeah, so
4,
some of the guys we're
Hunter
talking about here on
Everhart.
offense tonight now, for Exeter, of course, Gavin McCusker's done a nice job developing as the season's going along. And he was 53 for 92 coming in, 723 yards, 8 touchdowns through the air passing. And, he's definitely the guy that's the quarterback. But, again, different situations, we could certainly see Javier in as well in the Wildcat.
All right, McCusker now. That's Wender Polanco behind him.
Cusker's pass complete to number 23, Devin Scott.
Devin Scott there with the reception. Still going to leave him short of the first down. So Exeter forced to punt from deep in their own end, Kerry.
Yeah, and a couple guys there we'll talk about a little bit more on offense as we go through. Before we see this punt, though, again, huge thank you to Jim Berkman, Spotlight on Berk Sports, being our stat guy here for BCTV Friday Night Football. Early game of interest here in the score. Wilson 7, Manheim Township 7.
All right, back to punt, number 19 there, Josh Cupid.
Yeah, so, and again, we talked about Noel over on the other side for Conrad Weiser. There's a very nice kicking tandem here in Exeter as well, both with Cupid and then Henry, who handles a lot of the kicking duties. Cupid back here to punt for Exeter. But Wilson 7, Manheim Township 7. Lockhart had a 55-yard run already tonight for Wilson. Manheim Township had an 83-yard pass. So it looks like that's, started out as a game of big plays there with Lockhart's 55-yard run, Township having the 83-yard pass. And I think probably a couple more clicks off the clock by now, but it was 11-12 left in the first quarter when we had that 7-7 score.
All right, thank you, Jim Berkman.
Back deep for the Scouts, number 2, C.J. Sabello.
All right, Josh Cupid, who was very impressive in the
number
Berks
20,
Catholic
Owen
game,
Daughtry.
back to kick for Exeter. Nice kick. That's Daughtry on the run, down the sideline, bowls his way inside the 40. Beautiful a play there by Daughtry.
No, nice job all around both sides. Nice job of Cupid being backed up to his goal line there, getting that ball out of there for Exeter.
All right.
So we talked a little bit about, Owen Daughtry, again, coming into this game, he's been the guy with the most rushing yards. He's had 67 carries for 375. He's also had 9 catches for 90 yards, and obviously we already saw him here, with the punt return as well. So, factors into all 3, phases of the game there.
Klitsch giving it to number 5. That's Dalton Moyer. Not for a whole lot. In fact, may have lost a yard.
Dalton Moyer on the carry.
Yeah, number 5, Dalton Moyer, 6 foot 170 senior.
J.R. Strauss.
All right, going to be about 2nd and 12. Ball on about the 40-yard line. Second possession of the game for Conrad Weiser. No score here between the Scouts and Exeter Township. Thanks for joining us here on BCTV Friday Night Football. Klitsch. And a reception there. Not sure exactly who. That was number 3 with the reception. MJ Feliciano. Boy, that's been a combination early on this year for the Scouts, Kerry.
And of course, I always say it, Football World lives on Twitter. And, if you follow along during the week, I think that's one of the things that kind of came up over the course of this week. When you look at that, Klitsch is a sophomore and Feliciano is also a sophomore. So I think there's high expectations for those 2 guys, not only this season, but moving forward together in their junior and senior years. But, current reality, they're here playing tonight, and, they connected.
All right, Klitsch now in the gun. Back to pass again. And he is hammered behind the line of scrimmage.
By J.R. Strauss.
J.R. Strauss.
And number 62, Robbie Unruh.
Nice play there. Give credit to the secondary for that sack, Kerry, because nobody was open. It brings up a punting situation, and it's really turned it into a field position battle early, Kerry.
It is. So, just some things there with Klitsch. Talked about some of his, skills and abilities earlier, rolling out things like that.
Knowles kicking back deep for the Exeter, number 3, Alex Javier.
Just finishing up on Klitsch there. He's done a nice job, getting the ball out, looking downfield there. Wasn't going to force anything. But when those guys come screaming off the backside, you can look at it like he's really hanging in there, or he's got to have a little bit of awareness of those guys screaming at him.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Exeter pinned way back on this drive once again, Kerry. Going to be interesting to see. Looks like they got Javier coming out of quarterback once again.
Well, it worked well for him the last time they did. Again, Javier, when we had that game week 1, there can be any given week where he can be, the best athlete on the field. Again, big-time hoop star here at Exeter as well.
Oh, he went back to pass, and it's intercepted! Intercepted by number 2, C.J. Civiello. Oh, he...
Pass thrown by number 3, Alex Javier.
Yeah, Javier.
I thought it was an interception. I mean, I think the public address guy said it was incomplete, but it was intercepted.
Yeah, again, super athlete, throwing the rock, not doing that a whole lot. And, just kind of like a little bit of push pass out there.
Well,
and turned into a big-time opportunity for the Scouts. And, again, they're in great field position. We saw it earlier, and they came away with nothing.
Flag on the play.
Well, good field position, I think, is an understatement. I mean, they're set up big time here, deep in Exeter end. And I think important right now, Kara, they take advantage of this field position, at least in some way. I mean, look, they're already in Matt Knowles' field goal range.
Yeah, according to what we see down on the field there, the ball's where? 24? Scoreboard, I think, says the 39.
I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that scoreboard right now, but I know Daughtry is carrying the ball, and they're pushing him forward for a few.
Pitch number 20, Owen Daughtry.
Going to bring up second down now and about Almost back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to make it about 2nd and 12. Ball certainly isn't on the 39-yard line like they say on the scoreboard.
We're getting it down in distance.
We need illuminated lines on the field, I think.
Bruce, it's those old eyes.
All right, Klitsch now back to throw, looking for the end zone. And a beautiful grab, is it? Oh, incomplete.
Yeah, I can't tell if he dropped it or if he was out of the back of the end zone, but and that's that combo. We're talking about those sophomores there, Klitsch to Feliciano, and that was just a great thrown ball. And, again, both those guys are kind of sitting there waiting for it. It's who's going to get up and get that ball at the highest point. So, again, I couldn't see if the ball squirted it out the back or he was just out the back of the end zone. But regardless, nice attempt there, nice try. Just didn't go Weiser's way on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, nice effort by Feliciano. Just couldn't hang on to the ball. So 3rd down now and about 12. Ball's at the 20-yard line. Conrad Weiser really needs to take advantage of this field position here. Klitsch in the shotgun. That's Daughtry to his left. And he's looking. Deep into the end zone, and oh, yes! Interference, it looks like, on Exeter. Pass was intended. Savello was the intended receiver.
Well, the flags, going back to when we had Exeter, week 1, again, talked about it back then. I was talking to Mr. McNish about it, earlier before the game. Of course, his son, Michael's up at Bryant now, and his older son Billy was here when my son was here. And week 1 there were a lot of penalties on Exeter with false starts and things like that. It looks like they worked out those bugs on offense. But where I'm going with this is starting to see those flags come out in the pass plays. It's kind of like trying to watch that Packers-Eagles game last night.
Who watched that game anyway?
For those
not anybody around here, that's for sure.
Yes, my broadcast partner Bruce is a Chicago Bears fan.
Absolutely, yeah. All right. Well, listen, a minute 42 here left in the first quarter. It's 3rd down. That interference penalty did not give him a first down. It's 3rd and about 2.5, right at the 10-yard line. And Klitsch taking it himself, ran into his own man, diving forward. Does he have the first down? I don't see the refs giving it to him.
Number 18, J.R. Strauss on the stop.
No, he
Strauss with the stop.
Did a nice job, initially again through the line there, and but yeah, he kind of got stood straight up.
Well, 4th down again inside the 10-yard line. Oh, it is a first down? They did give him a first down.
Yeah, they took down the yard markers there and just have the first down marker up, Bruce.
All right, 1st and goal now. And that's Klitsch. He's looking. Oh, 63. Looks like with the horse collar. Jalen Miller looked like he grabbed him right around the neck and pulled him down.
Flag on the play.
Regardless, though, we've seen Weiser try to get outside a couple times tonight, and the Exeter defense has done a nice job stringing things out, and coming up and putting some sticks on.
This is great, actually. This is one of the first times this year I've been able to sit next to our show producer, Louis Galan, and I mean the replays have been fantastic. He had a great shot of that pull down on that tackle there. So the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Are we going to have you concur there that was a horse collar? Well, I guess so. I mean, but the main thing here is Weiser still moving forward. It's 1st and about 5, 1st and goal from the 5. Trying to get that first score of the ball game here, Kerry.
Yeah, and we're kind of wearing out the turf down at this end of the field. And, just a little bit over a minute now, down to 59 seconds in the first quarter. No score here at Exeter.
Daughtry looking for a hole, spreading it up, going for the pylon. And is he in? He is in! Touchdown, Conrad Weiser!
Okay, I guess I said the magic words.
Yes,
no
you
score
did.
here. All right, Scouts go up on top here with the closing seconds here in the first quarter. Conrad Weiser up 6-0, and I think we'll see Mr. Automatic here, the Berks County field goal record holder, Knoll coming in for the point after attempt.
All right, Matt Knoll. We sat next to his family last year
Number 41,
in the game
Matt Knoll to attempt
with
the extra
Exeter.
point for the Scouts.
Snap down, kick is good. So with 48.6 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, Weiser takes a 7-0 lead. We really want to thank our title sponsor, Imperium Management Services. Imperium Management Services provide the shared service offerings to affiliates, allowing these entities to advance their mission and vision. Shared service offerings include, but are not limited to, fiscal reporting, payroll, information technology, human resources, employee recruiting, employee training, risk management, reporting and analysis, and time and attendance. We're conveniently located at 3929 Perkiomen Avenue in Reading. Give them a call at 877-620-8892. Thank you to Imperium Management Services, the title sponsor of BCTV Friday Night Football.
So just checking the phone here, and again, talking to Mr. McNish, Bill McNish earlier. His son Billy, is in college now. Of course, Michael playing up at Bryant, and we talk about this all the time. Great opportunity for guys that are away, whether they're from Weiser or Exeter, to catch the games.
Devin Scott on the return for Exeter now. And good coverage there by the Conrad Weiser Scout defense. That scoring play for Conrad Weiser, 18 yards, took him 6 plays, and they took 1:48 off the clock. We still have 42 seconds left here in the first quarter, Kerry.
And we'll see what Exeter can get doing. Again, they've kind of been starting their offense down, at their end of the field. At least they're not starting with their backs up against the goal line this time. A little bit more breathing room, but talking about Devin Scott there, he's a big part of the receiving game for Exeter as well. Of course, Javier has had 19 catches coming in for 303 yards, and Scott coming in with 16 catches for 202.
Well, that's Ty Yoakum with the grab there from McCusker. Nice high percentage pass to kind of just get some rhythm to the offense.
No, it's coming back to Exeter here. It's a very familiar name with Yoakum. Of course, older brothers. Going and playing on at Udell and at Shippensburg. But, we saw Yoakum, week 1 and, 6'1", 195 sophomore. And, he was doing some really nice things on both sides of the ball, offense and defense.
That's the end of the first quarter. It's Conrad Weiser 7, Exeter nothing. We'll be back in a minute.
Attention parents and coaches. Do you wish you had a safe social media platform for your youth athletes? Fortunately for you, there's a revolutionary new app that helps with just that. Introducing Small Player, Big Play. Small Player, Big Play app provides young athletes, parents, and coaches a user-friendly sports social media platform. The app allows users to connect with friends, make new friends, create groups, text, chat, and post pictures and videos of you and your teammates participating in your favorite sport or activity. To begin, users can simply download and sign up for the app using an email account. Younger users have the ability to sign up using their smartphone and a parent's email address. From there, users can begin to interact and engage with other users of the app. Small Player Big Play app also gives users the ability to live stream full games and events. You can
Township High School, Don Thomas Stadium. Conrad Weiser on top 7-0 over the Exeter Eagles.
McCusker tripped up in the backfield. Beautiful play there. Looked like that was number 10, Mason Cambria.
So again, I think one of the neat things for us, Bruce, is getting to see these two teams battling it out. Of course, up at Weiser last year. If anybody wants to Google stuff and see if I get this stuff right, feel free. But going back, so that would have been the 2016 season when my son was a senior, was homecoming here. And going back, the year before, I believe it was Weber who had a blocked field goal in this field that was a big
McCusker
play.
back to pass, blocked at the line of scrimmage.
McCusker's pass intended for number 3, Alex Javier, incomplete.
Boy, that was a quick series carry. I tell you what, that scout defense has just not given an inch tonight so far.
No, they haven't. They've kept Exeter kind of pinned. 25 on in.
For Exeter, back deep for the Scouts, number
Again,
20.
Cupid, one of the better specialists
Dahltrick.
here in Berks County, punting for the Eagles.
Dahltrick
two,
and
CJ
Savello. And that's a beautiful kick. Savello's going back. He's got it. Up
Return
the
by
sidelines
Savelli.
through that defense. I see a flag down. Nice return inside the 40, but let's see what the flag's all about. It was on the opposite side of the
Johnny
field.
Day on the tackle, flag on the play. Injury on the play.
Officials looking or conversing there. No signal yet, Carey, but, just like we were talking about, they played the entire first quarter on the Exeter end of the field, and they're starting the second quarter, the Scouts anyway, with good field position, possibly inside the 40-yard line. Looks like it's holding on the return.
Let's give a hand, folks.
At some point here, you got to think that passing game's going to open up a little bit for Exeter. McCusker will start, hitting his guys, Javier or Devin Scott. Again, looking back, we saw, kind of some question marks as far as the run game, and even going back to week 1 when we had them. And when you look at the rushing, coming into tonight, number 5, Polanco, had 37 touches for 283 yards. J.R. Strauss, whose name we've heard on defense a few times already tonight for Exeter, had 38 touches and 261 yards. And Jeremiah Nixon, who was kind of a guy that we saw to kind of be the man in that first game that they played against Berks Catholic, has 42 touches for 231 yards. And, of course, the big two with the receiving core there. Number 3, Javier, 19 catches for 303, and number 23, Devin Scott, 16 catches for 202 coming in tonight.
All right, well, this is the worst starting position for a drive for Weiser so far. Looks like they're going to take over 1st and 10 at their 30-yard line. That was the flag was on the other side of the field. How can they start the drive all the way back to the 30? I don't know. Unless there were multiple penalties. Well, I don't get the mark off, but, let's get things going here. 10:56 to go until halftime. Conrad Weiser up 7-0 over Exeter.
Yeah, they did kind of move that ball all the way from 562 out to Perkiomen Avenue here.
The flag was on the 46. Oh, well, let's play football.
Second quarter, 10:56 left. Conrad Weiser Scouts up over the home Exeter Eagles 7-0.
All right, here's Klitsch. And that's number 5, Dalton Moyer, and he's got a good hole. Picks up good yardage on first down. Looks like he's got a gain of about, 8. So 2nd and 2.
Yeah, of course, Owen Dahltrick, coming into the night, 67 touches, 375 yards. Dalton Moyer, though, number 5, second on the team in rushing with 205 yards on 27 touches coming in.
Well, the Scouts really, as far as, ball control and playing defense, it's been all Scouts so far. And that's Moyer again, and it looks like, I don't know if he got the first down.
Doesn't look like it from here. He got stacked up.
Number 63, Jalen Miller on the tackle.
The numbers are great on the jerseys. It's just when they have these jerseys that are so small that the numbers scrunch up, you can't even read them.
So the home Exeter Eagles with the white numbers on the blue works for you, Bruce, and the visiting Conrad Weiser Scouts with the dark blue on the white works for you, right?
Yes, it does, but I don't know if that worked for Conrad Weiser. Did they get the first down?
From where we're at, it looks like he's short.
Yeah, they're going to send the punting unit on. Good play there by Exeter. Something they really needed desperately to get back in this game is to get a 3-and-out. Did they give him the first down? I guess they did. Wow. They sent the punting unit out.
Well, that's why the guys in the black and white stripes get the big bucks, Bruce.
They sent the punting unit out and gave him the first down. Okay. At least that's what I thought anyway. All right, 1st and 10 now. Conrad Weiser. Ball on their own 40-yard line, leading 7-0. And that's Daughtry, and he's stacked up. Not much there. 7-0. About 8:52 until halftime here, Kerry. In a game, quite honestly, that they've dominated so far.
Yeah, they have. It'll be interesting to see what Jim comes up with them with the time of possession. But they had some nice stuff going in the passing game as well. Of course, a couple drop passes, but it just seems like they're kind of content to really just bang the ball here.
All right, 2nd down and about 8. Ball at their 42. Klitsch, back to pass, throwing it. Oh, boy, that was overthrown for number 2, C.J. Savello. He was lucky that wasn't picked off. Kind of slung that Sammy Ball's sidearm.
Yeah, had 2 backs in the backfield, fullback, tailback, had twins down, to this side, kind of rolled out this way, and, looking to, I don't know exactly where the intended target was, if it was before the down or before the first down marker or the guy passed it, but regardless, break up there and incomplete, and we're sitting here looking at 3rd and 8.
Klitsch, and he's got his man for a first down. I believe that was number 2. Yes, it was. C.J. Savello. First down, Scouts.
Nice job there. They've crossed over midfield now into the Exeter territory, 1st and 10. Ball looks about the 47. Exeter's 47 going in. Again, we're getting it down in distance on the scoreboard, but I think it's kind of stuck at the 2-yard line for where the ball is.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll deal with it. At least we know. All right, Klitsch. Fake to Moyer. He's back, looking, and a nice little shuttle pass there to number 9 down the sidelines. Oh my God, Gabe Icavone. That was quite the impromptu pass there, Kerry.
Yeah, that's not quite the way they drew it up, but again, talking about the pocket presence there, he definitely sticks in and, is trying to look to make something happen. Hasn't really forced things, to really making bad decisions. Again, I think, when guys are coming from his blind side, breathing down his back a little bit, kind of being aware of that. But that's just making a great athletic play there, kind of getting that little push pass out and getting the positive yards, getting the first down, 1st and 10. A fresh set of downs, Bruce.
Yeah, we can see the ball's on the 32-yard line right in front. Oh, and a fumble, Klitsch. Oh, he got buried. Looks like they blew the whistle down. They blew the whistle down, protecting the quarterback. Blew the whistle down. Yeah, going to be very interesting to see that play again.
Yeah, it's going to cause some heartburn here on the home sideline here, and the home stands here on homecoming, and it's a packed house over here. Exeter always draws really good. They have great crowds, but here on homecoming, but again, after you put that ball on the ground, there are 3 or 4 different guys had the opportunity there to jump on it, and if that wouldn't have been blown dead, Exeter would have had the ball and probably in their best starting position tonight.
Well, let's see if the Scouts can take advantage. Klitsch back to throw once again. Nice pass out there to Dalton Moyer. Looks like he's got a first down to the 20-yard line. Beautiful play.
No, really nice job there with Klitsch and Dalton Moyer. Of course, they started this drive with number 5 Dalton Moyer banging the ball a couple times, carrying the rock on the ground, and nice pitch and catch there, getting the yards needed for the first down, and looking at 1st and 10.
This is great. We're all actually able to, in our broadcast position here. I know that Jim and myself are actually able to watch the replay on the monitor. Fantastic.
And of course, I'm down
yeah,
in the bleachers with.
You're the odd man out, buddy.
All my people are down here, Bruce.
I get that, man. You're a rock star at Exeter, buddy. We know that.
Oh, it's great.
Timeout, Exeter.
Wife and 2 daughters are here. My in-laws are here. Mr. and Mrs. Chappelle are here. Of course, Gabe, starting wide receiver down at Westchester now. Former standout here at Exeter.
Captain Kayla Hammock.
Thanks to the Children's Home of Reading. Children's Home of Reading since 1884 has responded to the needs of children and families in crisis in Berks County and the surrounding communities. The Children's Home of Reading is a sanctuary certified agency dedicated to providing trauma-informed care, approaches to healing for children and their families in the Berks County region. The Children's Home of Reading main campus is located at 1010 Avenue, Reading, PA. If you would like to learn more about the Children's Home of Reading services, please call them 610-478-8266. All right, getting back to live action here. The Scouts on another drive. 1st and 10 at the 20. We've got 6:44 until half. All right, Klitsch now. Under center. And gives it to number 46 this time. That's Matt Pauley. Not for a whole lot.
No, he got stacked up. So, again, getting hit in the head here tonight, being in front of you guys. Played 14 years, and I was never diagnosed with a concussion. Of course, back when I played it, the only way you got diagnosed with is if you were knocked out cold. But whether it's you hit me that we're going to commercial or Jim hit me here with some score updates, which I just got after this play, I'll bring everybody up to speed on what's going on with our Berks Section 1, Section 2 teams.
We're al fresco with a capital Al, and that's Daughtry, and for nothing. That Exeter defense rising up here, Kerry.
No, they're kind of really, stepping up here, as Weiser's getting closer to their goal line. And, of course, we saw them stop them, down on the goal line in the first quarter. So some quick updates here. We now have someone pulling ahead. Manheim Township is up over Wilson, 14-7. Again, Township up over Wilson, 14-7. Of course, our game here tonight on BCTV, Conrad Weiser 7, Exeter 0. More scores after this play.
All right, Klitsch rolling, looking, end zone, touchdown, number 5, Dalton Moyer. Pretty play.
I think it's pretty safe to say, of course, it's a team game, but Dalton Moyer really started out that drive on the ground. As Weiser was pounding the rock. I talked about a little bit of the success they had in the passing game. Of course, he had a catch earlier over on the other side. Now comes back and gets that touchdown grab for him. So, great job by that Weiser offense, and great drive for Dalton Moyer, both carrying the rock on the ground and also receiving.
I'm going to have to learn to write fast. That's all I know. All right, Matt Knoll attempting the extra point. Snap, down, kick, and it's through. 14 Scouts, 0 for the Exeter Eagles. 5:29 until half, Gary. And quite honestly, it's been all Conrad Weiser the first half so far.
It really has. And before we head into a commercial, or you hit me in the head about something else, Bruce. 1-4 Daniel Boone's up over 4-1 Reign right now, 10-7. Governor Mifflin is up over Twin Valley, 6-0. Schuylkill Valley 28, Kutztown 6. No score, Berks Catholic and Hamburg, that's at 0, and York Suburban is up over Muhlenberg 27-0.
Wow, that's very interesting. Thanks to Reading Alloys, our underwriter for our BCTV Friday Night Football broadcasts. Reading Alloys, located in Robizonia. Lots of good jobs available at Reading Alloys. Check them out at readingalloys.com.
Check-in is at 10:15.
Okay, that scoring drive for Conrad Weiser was 12 plays. It covered 70 yards in 5 minutes and 27 seconds. So, again, at halftime, I know we'll get the stats by Jim Berkman from Spotlight on Berk Sports, but really thinking that the time of possession advantage has gone to Conrad Weiser so far, and we're down to 5:29 here in the second quarter.
A little squib kick picked up by one of the up men, charging forward to about the 40-yard line. Good field position for Exeter to get something going. I think really key right now, Kerry, they have to get something going on offense.
Number 11,
they do, and
on the return.
when you talk about the ball being at the 40, this is great field position for them to start at. Considering they've been kind of backed up against their own goal line, starting out most of the night.
Well, let's see who goes out there. Quarterback looks like Alex Javier. So Javier, a quarterback. 5:25 until halftime. And right up the gut, that's number 18 there, J.R. Strauss. Good run there on first down.
Taken down by number 7, Eric Moyer.
Again, J.R. Strauss called his name, early on, doing some big things on defense. One of the 3 backs that are in their top 3 with rushing coming into tonight.
All right.
Of course, number 9, Ty Yoakum at the fullback position. And again, we saw that week 1 where he did some nice things blocking out of the backfield. Of course, had a reception earlier.
All right. Javier still in there, quarterback. Second down and about 2 for the Eagles. Strauss again right up the middle. Looks like he's got the first down.
Strauss again on the carry.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, we kind of saw this, in reverse with, Moyer carrying the ball for Conrad Weiser, early in their drive last time. Now we're kind of seeing it be the J.R. Strauss show, carrying the ball here early for Exeter Eagles in this drive. 4:40 left, second quarter. Conrad Weiser up over Exeter 14-0.
And that, according to Jim Berkman, was the first down for Exeter in the ball game. So Javier to Strauss, and he's got a couple. Nice tackle there. Looked like that was number 30, Gabe Trevena. Kind of stopped him dead in his tracks. So that's going to make it about 2nd and 9. Ball's on the 49-yard line of Conrad Weiser. Exeter really on their first meaningful drive of the night.
Plenty of time left here in the second quarter to, certainly not panic and just play your game and have a sustained drive. Just under 4 now, 3:55 left here in the second quarter.
Gavin McCusker now, a quarterback, going deep, looking for Javier. Oh, incomplete, just off his fingertips.
Kind of been waiting to see that all night. Again, it's, it gets risky taking, those shots, those home run shots, deep balls when you're backed up against your own goal line. But now that they have some breathing room, there's a nice job. McCusker airing it out just off the fingertips of Javier.
Oh, our buddy Scott Smith with some really very nice pictures of us doing these games. I just hope they don't get out, that's for sure. All right, McCusker now. Looks like that. Oh, incomplete. Tried a little flare out there to Polanco. Incomplete. And a punting situation now for Exeter. Boy, they had just started to get a little momentum, and the drive stalls. Credit to that scout defense again.
Yeah, and really, you look at it there too. The home run ball, the drop, and what they just did there with trying to get Polanco out in space. It's that's a high percentage pass. You expect that you're going to get that and get upfield.
Oh, nice kick there by Cupid, aiming for the goal line. Oh, and just bounces into the end zone for the touchback.
Yeah, that's a beautiful punt. Great job by Cupid. And again, we always talk about special teams and being a big factor, but we're really fortunate tonight. There's three of the best specialists in Berks County kicking in this game. Of course, Noel handling all the duties for Conrad Weiser, the Berks County field goal leader of all time, and Cupid, handling the punts for Exeter, and Henry handling the kicking duties for Exeter. Three big-time specialists here in Berks County.
Thanks to Supportive Concepts for Families Incorporated, an Imperium family of businesses conveniently located at 120 Prospect Street in Reading. Lots of good jobs available. Give them a call at 888-686-7233. And it looks like we had a flag come flying in on the sideline there. I think that'll be a sideline warning.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, Coach Bauer not happy about that, yelling at the players.
Pushed out of bounds by.
Yeah, it's a flag that was about 40 yards away from the play.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a warning. So a good play on first down there by Weiser. Going to make it about 2nd and 6. Ball sitting at about the 24-yard line.
Just one of those coaching nuances there, Bruce. You need to have that guy. There's that guy that keeps the players back.
Daughtry, first down. Nice run there. Conrad Weiser looking good on offense tonight.
Sevilla on the carry.
No, game day, coaching staff, everybody needs that guy on the sideline. The head coach shouldn't be the one that's having to tell players to stay back.
Isn't that the get back coach? Don't they call that guy the get back coach?
Get back, of course there can be some colorful adjectives, thrown in between the word get and back as well. Regardless, back to the action here. First and 10.
Klitsch rolling to his left, and we've got a whistle.
So where are we at here, Bruce? About the 38?
Yeah, ball on about the 38-yard line. It's
Ball start against
first and 10. Or it was first and 10. Now it's going to be about first and 15 for Conrad Weiser.
Yeah, 2:51 left. Certainly, enough time to, kind of drive here, get some more points on the board.
Absolutely. Especially as well as they've moved the ball through the air tonight. Very balanced here for Weiser. Run and ground, or air and ground attack. Daughtry, who's had a good first half. He's still on his feet. Nice run there. Picks up it looks like about 9 yards on first down.
Number 31, Johnny Day on the stop.
No, good hard run there. Brings up a second down and about 5. Yeah, we've had the yard line on the scoreboard stuck on the 2-yard line here most of the first half. But.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll figure it out. We do have the binoculars out tonight, so. All right, Klitsch under center this time. And Daughtry, who's been the workhorse tonight, around the corner, cuts back, first down, and more. Looks like we've got
number 62, Robbie Unruh on the stop.
A flag? I don't see one out there. Oh. Near side of the field, right at the 40, right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe. Could have been. That's incredible. A holding penalty on the opposite side of the field at the line of scrimmage. Okay.
There was a flag on the play. The penalty was against the Scouts.
So that's going to take the ball back, oh my gosh, all the way back to about the 30-yard line. And it's still second down, and back to 15 yards for a first down.
Against the Scouts.
Maybe more than that. Looks like about 2nd and 18.
Yeah, backing them up pretty much out to Perkiomen Avenue.
Yes, exactly. Here's Klitsch now calling signals and running for his life. Whips it down the field, incomplete.
Klitsch's pass sails out of bounds.
He was really chased there by number 44. That was Gabe Eagle all over him there. Didn't give him any time at all.
You know, defensively, you know, if you look at this, you know, again, Exeter hasn't necessarily played a bad ball game, and I think one of the things is, you know, we've seen some positive things out of the Weiser offense in their passing game, but Exeter has gotten pressure on him, and even when he's rolling, there's been pursuit.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. It's not like he's had a clean pocket back there. Klitsch has had to run for his life a lot of times. He's had to improvise. He's had a good first half. We've got 1:35 to go, and that's Daughtry, and he's just collared there as he tries to get down. And a timeout by Exeter. Good timeout there with 1:28. 3rd and long. They want to obviously force a punt. They have one more shot at that scoring here in the half.
You know, and just kind of taking a look at this Exeter defense, even going back to when we saw them week 1, you know, with the exception of, you know, Larkin and McFoy for Berks Catholic getting those 2 big plays. Exeter's defense really played lights out that whole game and did not give up anything outside. And, you know, I think we're seeing that again tonight here, you know, as far as being able to string things out, you know, having guys come upfield and lay sticks. And, you know, just I think there's probably at least a half a dozen tackles for losses here by this Exeter defense when Conrad Weiser has tried to get outside on them.
Yeah. Well, thanks very much to Alvernia University, the Golden Wolves. We appreciate your support of BCTV Friday Night Football. This broadcast is not possible without the support of Alvernia University. Thanks to John King and Bill Stiles in the athletic department of Alvernia University.
$10 per person for 10 hits. All are welcome. The check-in is from 10:15 to 11 a.m. The hitting will start at 11 a.m.
All right, Matt Knoll now.
Yeah, Matt handles both the kicking and punting duties for Weiser.
Number 41, Matt Knoll, kicking off.
Nice boot there. And takes a great Weiser roll all the way down to the 22-yard line. Jim, how long of a punt was that?
3-yard line.
I don't think he heard me. He doesn't have a headset on.
Well, while Jim's doing the math, regardless, great punt by Knoll. Great job, you know, flipping the field. But, you know, you got to look at it from Exeter's, you know, standpoint here, you know, starting just outside the 20s, you know, much better than starting with your back to the goal line like they've done a lot here in this first half. So 117, let's see what they can do. Again, you know, it's like we haven't seen it connect. We saw one attempt with it, but when you got Gavin McCusker at quarterback, you know, and then, you know, Scott, Javier, of course, the 2 biggies, you know, in the receiving game.
That was a 51-yard punt by Noel McCusker. He finds Javier, and he's off to the races. He is all alone, going. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown. Wow. 77 yards, it looks like to me, and just that quick, Exeter's on the board.
Yeah, maybe when we get out of here in the hybrid, go play the lottery. When, you know, of course, we're down there and like, yeah, we don't have any score yet. We saw Weiser get one on and just talking about the big play capability there with Javier and Scott, and hit Javier and
and the fireworks going off in the background tonight. Maybe they'll make this a tradition. Wow, what a play. Sean Henry boots it through, and it's 14-7. Conrad Weiser, a minute 1 left in the first half. Just that fast carry. Hard to believe, but it's a brand new ball game.
And I'll give you my absolutely. See, that's always my catchphrase. I'm always saying absolutely, and then I think you like absolutely me about 3 or 4 times already.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know, give Exeter an enormous amount of credit. They stopped Conrad Weiser, forced them to punt, and the first play, take advantage of it. You know, that's actually what got turned on them against Berks Catholic. Berks Catholic had nothing going on against Exeter. 2 big plays are back in it. And same thing here with Exeter. They really hadn't been moving the ball on offense. You know, 1 big pass play there, and it really wasn't a long pass. Just McCusker hit Javier on a crossing route, and he was gone.
Back deep for the Scouts, number 2, C.J. Sabella.
Just a social media Twitter update for you, Bruce. You are out there. Shmi's taking those pictures and putting them out.
Oh, gosh.
That's all right. You're in your natural habitat. You got your binoculars with you.
Keep retweeting, baby. All right, Cupid, little just pooch kick.
On the return.
And that was number 81 on the return there for Weiser. The proverbial player not on our roster.
Just think when we got away from it. But, no, really that kind of, you know, one of those things there, guy in the front line actually got a hand on it. You know, and again, that's one of those things. I'm sure they'll talk about that in film. You know, it's like, you know, unless it's going to die there and, you know,
don't touch it.
Yeah, just let the guys behind you that, you know, are used to handling the rock do that kind of stuff. But, again, a lot easier said than done when that ball is coming right at you. Instinct takes over. But see what the Weiser offense can do now with 49 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Sure looks like they're going for something. Klitsch, little flare out there to Daughtry down the sidelines. Was that Daughtry? It was.
20.
That's a first down, almost out to midfield, just that quick.
You know, and that's really kind of, you know, you've seen it here develop over the first half. You know, that's a Conrad Weiser, you know, passing game, kind of getting those guys in the space, you know, finding the soft spots and getting some yards after the catch. And, you know, they've had some success with it.
All right, first down now. Ball's on the 46-yard line of Weiser. They're up 14-7. 42.5 seconds to go. Klitsch back to throw. He's under pressure, and he's brought down for a sack.
By number 63, Jalen Miller.
Jalen Miller with the sack for Exeter. Big play there. Kind of stops that drive dead in its tracks.
Yeah, no, you know, we talked about that a little bit the last series there. Talked about, you know, what Exeter defense has done. And, again, the passing game, again, they're moving. Weiser's moving the quarterback around. It's not like he's just dropping back and sitting there. But Exeter's been very, 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 very active on defense and getting after the passer.
I want to thank Ampro for their support of BCTV Friday Night Football. They're the ones that have given us these great embroidered shirts. If you see us anywhere on the broadcast, walking around town with them, I know I wear my shirt everywhere, every day. Ampro Embroidery, thank you very much for all your support of BCTV Friday Night Football. So 25.9 seconds left to go. Now a very interesting game with Conrad Weiser up 14-7. Going to be interesting here. Second and, boy, it looks like about 20, Kerry.
25 seconds left on the clock here before half.
Klitsch. Nobody open, and he's brought down again. That's number 44 with the sack. Gabe Eagle again.
Tackle by number 62, Robbie Unruh.
Oh, I thought it was Gabe Eagle, but no, the announcer said it was.
Yeah, number 62, Unruh, but his name has certainly been called a lot, you know, this first half as well on defense, doing a nice job.
That's going to do it for the first half of play. Conrad Weiser, 14, Exeter 7. We're going to go to a few announcements, and we'll be back with Jim Berkman from Spotlight on Berk Sports for our halftime statistics.
Attention parents and coaches. Do you wish you had a safe social media platform for your youth athletes? Fortunately for you, there's a revolutionary new app that helps with just that. Introducing Small Player, Big Play. Small Player, Big Play app provides young athletes, parents, and coaches a user-friendly sports social media platform. The app allows users to connect with friends, make new friends, create groups, text, chat, and post pictures and videos of you and your teammates participating in your favorite sport or activity. To begin, users can simply download and sign up for the app using an email account. Younger users have the ability to sign up using their smartphone and a parent's email address. From there, users can begin to interact and engage with other users of the app. Small Player Big Play app also gives users the ability to live stream full games and events. You can live stream your event so that friends, family, or anyone in the world can see you in action. Users can also share posts from the app to their other social media accounts like Facebook and Twitter. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and share your love of sports with the world. Download the Small Player Big Play app today. Attention parents and coaches. Do you wish you had a safe social media platform for your youth athletes? Fortunately for you, there's a revolutionary new app that helps with just that. Introducing Small Player, Big Play. Small Player Big Play app provides young athletes, parents, and coaches a user-friendly sports social media platform. The app allows users to connect with friends, make new friends, create groups, text, chat, and post pictures and videos of you and your teammates participating in your favorite sport or activity. To begin, users can simply download and sign up for the app using an email account. Younger users have the ability to sign up using their smartphone and a parent's email address. From there, users can begin to interact and engage with other users of the app. Small Player Big Play app also gives users the ability to live stream full games and events. You can live stream your event so that friends, family, or anyone in the world can see you in action. Users can also share posts from the app to their other social media accounts like Facebook and Twitter. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and share your love of sports with the world. Download the Small Player Big Play app today.
Welcome back. It's halftime here. Exeter trails Conrad Weiser 14-7. It's quite an interesting half all the way up till toward the end. I mean, Conrad Weiser really kind of dominated that. I guess that's what, we'll look at these statistics. But then one long play and, got Exeter back in the game.
Yeah, McCusker to Javier for 77 yards puts Exeter right back in this game. Otherwise, it's all the Conrad Weiser Scouts. They controlled the ball for 15 minutes and 10 seconds to only 8 minutes and 50 seconds for the Exeter Eagles.
Wow, very interesting. And the entire first half was almost played on the Exeter side of the field.
Right. Yeah, the turf's a little worn out down there. 33 plays run for Conrad Weiser, only 13 plays run for Exeter. Weiser has 177 yards. Exeter has 92 yards, but 77 of them came on one play. You take that one play off, Exeter has 15 yards of offense.
Yeah, and I think you said that really they only had one first down, I believe, the entire first half.
Right, one first down, and Conrad Weiser incredibly has 9 first downs in the first half. They're really doing a lot of good offensive plays. Logan Kitch is 9 of 13, 127 yards in the first half. That's a great first half of football for a sophomore quarterback.
And he was under pressure, too. I mean, He didn't have a clean pocket. He was having to improvise back there, find the open receiver. It was a nice touchdown pass, to Dalton Moyer.
Right.
That was a pretty play.
Right. Well, you said he was under pressure. He sure was. He was sacked 5 times in the first half, lost 35 yards. Weiser also had 5 penalties for 62 yards. So if they don't have the sacks, if they don't have the penalties, they could probably have 14 more points on the board. They're really shooting themselves in the foot. We'll see what happens in the second half. Coach Moyer cleans things up in the break here. You never know. This Conrad Weiser could put up quite a few more points.
Well, give credit to that Exeter defense. They besides playing the entire first half really on their side of the field, they dug their heels in when they had to. Obviously they did give up a couple of scores, but it could be a lot worse than what it really is.
Absolutely. The bend don't break mantra. Their defense has done very well. McCusker is 3 of 7 for 82 yards. Like I said, the 77-yard pass, so he has 5 yards of passing without that play.
Wow.
They've run the ball 6 times and only gained 10 yards.
Yeah, and they had Javier in there a lot because a lot of times they were backed up inside their own 10-yard line from good special teams from Conrad Weiser. I mean, Matt Knoll, a couple of really key punts there and, kind of kept them pinned back. So it's going to be really interesting the second half. What do you look for?
Pretty much the same. I think Weiser comes out and tries to establish the air game, and I think we saw Javier in the offense in the quarterback position a couple times for Exeter. I think we're going to see a little bit of the same. 14-7, regardless of what the stats are, the coaches look and say, okay, I don't care what the stats are. 14-7, we're still in this game, Exeter. I don't think they need to change much. They just need to come out and execute better.
Yeah, absolutely. And on the Conrad Weiser side, really there wasn't anything other than that one play that they can hang their heads about. I mean, they played solid defense, special teams was good, and they moved the ball on offense.
Right,
that's for sure.
Right, sure did.
It's going to be an interesting second half. 14-7 in favor of Conrad Weiser. Yeah, Jim, why don't you talk about some of the scores that we've got as well?
Yeah, a couple other games taking place around Berks County. The big one over in West Lawn, the Battle of Undefeateds in the Lancaster-Lebanon League. Coming close to halftime, Manheim Township's leading Wilson 21-14. At Reading, at Albright, Reading's leading Daniel Boone 20-17. That's a good game there. At Twin Valley, Governor Mifflin's all over Twin Valley, 28-0. At Schuylkill Valley, same thing there. Schuylkill Valley's all over Kutztown, 42-6. At Muhlenberg, York Suburban, they're 5-0, playing against 0-5 Muhlenberg, and they're leading 41-0. And the surprise right now at Hamburg, First Catholic and Hamburg are scoreless, coming close to halftime.
Wow.
So that's what we have so far across the county. Some good games going on.
Yeah, some good games going on. We've got a little extra time here at halftime today. There's a big game at Berks County tomorrow night.
Sure is.
Where, a 5-0 Fleetwood team meets up with a 5-0 Wyomissing team. Talk a little bit about, what you expect out of that game, Jim.
The old David versus Goliath story is what comes to mind. Wyomissing traditionally is always one of the better teams in Section 2. Fleetwood, they were in Section 1 for a couple years. They came down to Section 2. Spoke with Coach Gall, and I spoke with him over the summer. And he was telling me over the summer, don't sleep on us this year. We are going to be a much improved team this year. And at the time, what you just did there, I chuckled. I said, okay, Coach, we'll see what it is. And, he was right. They're doing very well with the Maddox boys coming in. Charlie Maddox doing a great job under center for the Fleetwood Tigers. That game tomorrow night, worth the price of admission, I think.
The biggest thing that has impressed me about Fleetwood this year is the fact they've got 2 come-from-behind wins.
Right.
So if they get down to, to Wyomissing,
right.
That's not going to intimidate them. Coach Gall, really like the man. I got to see him last Saturday at the Mifflin game, and we shared a really good conversation about how great it was, now to be in demand. Right. Talked about how many people were very interested to now be a part of, Fleetwood football, right. And the demands, that are being placed on them by guys like us, right. Covering football. So it's going to be very interesting to me to see how they, those are distractions. Those are things that teams like Fleetwood, just don't, you can't simulate distractions.
Right.
But it's going to be very interesting to me to see how, Fleetwood plans to stop really that offensive team of Wyomissing. I mean, they're deadly with Nadrowski and Hurlman. It's going to be, I think, really the key to the game is going to be how well Wild can maybe keep it balanced, on the attack. Because that Fleetwood defense is pretty gosh darn good. So, I think a key to the game, if Fleetwood can stop that running game, whether or not they're going to be able to pass the ball.
Well, they go 275 across the front. So they have some big boys there at Fleetwood. But, Coach Gall, one way you can sell it is simple. Wyomissing's supposed to win.
Yeah, right.
Fleetwood's not. What do you have to lose?
Right. Nothing.
Get out there and play ball, boys.
Yeah, going to be a lot of fun. Well, listen, thank you very much, sir. We look forward to your scores and stats in the second half. And we'll be back with second half action here in a few minutes.
Costa Rica, France, and many places.
Attention parents and coaches. Do you wish you had a safe social media platform for your youth athletes? Fortunately for you, there's a revolutionary new app that helps with just that. Introducing Small Player, Big Play. Small Player, Big Play app provides young athletes, parents, and coaches a user-friendly sports social media platform. The app allows users to connect with friends, make new friends, create groups, text, chat, and post pictures and videos of you and your teammates participating in your favorite sport or activity. To begin, users can simply download and sign up for the app using an email account. Younger users have the ability to sign up using their smartphone and a parent's email address. From there, users can begin to interact and engage with other users of the app. Small Player, Big Play app also gives users the ability to live stream full games and events. You can live stream your event so that friends, family, or anyone in the world can see you in action. Users can also share posts from the app to their other social media accounts like Facebook and Twitter. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and share your love of sports with the world. Download the Small Player, Big Play app today. Attention parents and coaches. Do you wish you had a safe social media platform for your youth athletes? Fortunately for you, there's a revolutionary new app that helps with just that. Introducing Small Player, Big Play. Small Player, Big Play app provides young athletes, parents, and coaches a user-friendly sports social media platform. The app allows users to connect with friends, make new friends, create groups, text, chat, and post pictures and videos of you and your teammates participating in your favorite sport or activity. To begin, users can simply download and sign up for the app using an email account. Younger users have the ability to sign up using their smartphone and a parent's email address. From there, users can begin to interact and engage with other users of the app. Small Player, Big Play app also gives users the ability to live stream full games and events. You can live stream your event so that friends, family, or anyone in the world can see you in action. Users can also share posts from the app to their other social media accounts like Facebook and Twitter. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and share your love of sports with the world. Download the Small Player, Big Play app today.
Okay, back, Exeter Township. It's Scouts 14, Eagles 7, BCTV Friday Night Football. Really good first half there, Kerry. Scouts controlled most of the half, but boy, big play by Exeter got him back into this game just before halftime.
No, it's one of the things that, talked about, and I know you and Jim did while I was out talking to everybody like I do, you guys did the stats there. What was the time of possession from the first half? Do you remember?
Like 15 minutes to like 8 minutes or something like that. So
Okay,
it was big in
that
favor
was definitely
of Conrad Weiser.
But again, looking at the second half here, and again, having a score just down one score, again, I would think, the potential for the big play with McCusker at quarterback, talking about, Scott and Javier out there at receiver, get them in the space or get them, downfield. The big play capability is there. Again, with Weiser, we saw some success with the pass game. It's a very different pass game than getting, vertical like Exeter can, getting guys in the space yards after the catch. They did a nice job, pounding the ball a little bit, and then, came back with their passing game too. Really, it'll be interesting, Exeter was starting with their own back, on their goal line most of the time, in that first half. So if they can get, a little bit better starting position too, opens up some options for them. But we got a heck of a ball game. Of course, a little bit extended halftime here with the homecoming festivities at Exeter. It's a packed house, both sides, and we've had a couple of fireworks going off, and I expect hopefully some fireworks here in the second half and some more points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I truly expect a lot of fireworks this second half, and it's nice that we've got a good close ball game, and there's so much on the line between these two teams, both 3-2, both trying to move forward, in Section 1 of the Berks League, and that the whole situation too, where Exeter lost at Weiser last year. So, Weiser right now really with the advantage, and, we'll see how Exeter comes out of the second half. Like I said, they're just one play away from tying up this ball game, despite really, Conrad Weiser controlling the first half.
No, and, again, we're in the league play now. We're in the Section 1 play, and, I think we've seen Governor Mifflin's dominance over the long period here. Of course, Exeter a few years ago wins Section 1, last year with Conrad Weiser wins Section 1. But, again, this is huge. Not that it's going to, determine what's going to happen for the rest of the year with Section 1. But, if you want to be the team that takes that step, making that run for that Section 1 title, a win tonight's, pretty important in that.
All right, as I always say, here we go. Second half action coming right at you. And I believe it's going to be Conrad Weiser kicking off to start the second half. So Exeter's got an opportunity to make a statement early on.
Just a great night for football.
Oh, my gosh.
Short sleeves, but not too hot, not too cold, just perfect. Getting to see so many folks again tonight. Got to see a old college teammate who was an Exeter grad, Bobby Schwenk. Quite the quarterback when he was here.
Start the second half, number 41, Matt Knoll.
And don't forget, at the end of the game, we'll be giving out the Ball Girl game ball, custom game ball to the most valuable player that we're going to vote on, Carrie, myself, and Jim Berkman. So Matt Knoll ready to start us off.
Yeah, I'd say the race for the game ball is kind of wide open.
I would too. All right, that's Scott. He fakes the reverse. He's got it, and he's breaking up to about the 30-yard line. Good return.
Again, the grand scheme of things, compared to starting position, a lot for Exeter in the first half. Starting here just about, pushing on the 30. It's a good start for them. 11:52, just started the third quarter here, second half at Don Thomas Stadium, home of the Exeter Eagles. Conrad Weiser Scouts are up from the first half, 14-7. Exeter is going to start on offense here.
And as the beginning of the game, Alex Javier is in at quarterback. And running just a quarterback sweep, and he's got the first down, but a penalty marker comes flying in from both directions.
Yeah, and that second one coming in, but nice job of Javier turning the corner there. Before the flags, probably would have had enough for the first down.
And not given an indication as of yet.
Holding on Exeter.
Holding on Exeter. So that's going to, I think that's a spot foul, so they'll probably start pretty close to the original line of scrimmage. Going to be first down at about 11. And Javier still in there, quarterback.
See what this Exeter offensive line can do here in the second half to help start generating some offense.
That's Strasser, and he's got some room.
J.R. Strauss on the carry.
Or J.R. Strauss, excuse me.
Number 81, Josh Neihart on the stop for the Scouts.
He picks up about 5.
One of the guys kind of been watching here a little bit, watching him a little bit in pregame too. Number 79, Brady on the offensive line for Exeter. It's already made a verbal commitment to Grove City to play at the next level.
So Javier with the direct snap, and he's got the first down, and he's still going all the way out to the 45-yard line.
Taken down by number 30.
First down, Exeter. Just underway here in the second half, Don Thomas Stadium. BCTV, Friday Night Football, another beautiful night for football.
Absolutely.
Is there ever not a beautiful night for football? Even if it's bad weather?
Yeah, I don't know. We've been lucky so far this year.
Strauss,
J.R.
and
Strauss
he
on
got
the carry.
a few there. Nice
Strauss
tackle.
stopped by number 7, Eric Moyer.
Eric Moyer there, nice tackle. Met him right in the hole.
I think if you go back to last season, there were some weeks when we're getting ready to do the broadcast. It's, are we going to broadcast or start building the ark?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was some of the games. I mean, we couldn't even get to the games. There was so much flooding. So
when the teams filming up top decided to
move
their tarps.
Dump the tarp on the play-by-play guy. Yeah, we love that. All right, looks like it's Javier taking it once again. He spins out of there outside. What a move down the sideline. First down and more. Alex Javier, beautiful play.
How many times did you see him do stuff like that during hoop season last year, Bruce?
Watch him make this nice move. He's going to go into the line, spin around, down the sideline, and he's got some speed there, Kerry.
No, absolutely. And like I was saying there, how many times do you see him do those types of moves on the hardwoods in the winter season in hoops? Again, any given Friday night, he can be the best athlete on the field, and just watch what he can do and take over a game.
All right, Strauss.
J.R. Strauss on the carry.
Up the middle for decent gain on first down.
Number 20, Owen Daltrick on the stop.
So just about 10 minutes here left in quarter number 3. Exeter, their first possession of the second half, on the move. They're trailing 14-7 to Conrad Weiser. Thanks for joining us here on BCTV Friday Night Football. Javier now taking it himself again. Cuts inside.
Looks like we had a flag come in, but, that's one of those things, a little bit of penetration there by the Conrad Weiser defense. But, Javier, he can just kind of, stop, cut, spin around, make something happen where, a lot of, guys would just get met at the hole and stop.
Holding against Exeter.
And, boy, one of the things that, we always talk about is, watching the penalties there.
We've had a few tonight. Not anything close to when we had Exeter and BC in week 1.
All right.
Gavin,
McCusker back in there at quarterback. And a little screen to Strauss, and he's got room to run, and he fumbles a football, and it looks like Conrad Weiser, they did have it, and it looks like it is Exeter ball.
Looks like the ball rolls out of bounds. Exeter retains possession.
Wow, rolled out of bounds. Exeter still keeps the football. Oh, my. Just a golden opportunity there for Weiser.
No, it's a great job, getting upfield. When I see that 18 going down the field, makes me think of Matt Feeney, of course, who was a standout here at Exeter, now playing out at Ship. Saw another guy at halftime, a guy you recognize from the basketball court as well. Anthony Wise had been at Exeter, is now down to Hill School.
All right, McCusker now. And Polanco, and he's pulled down behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, jailbreak there in the backfield, Kerry.
Now and again, we start, at the start of this drive, saw Exeter starting to have some success. The offensive line kind of making some things happen, and starting to see that Weiser defense starting to tighten up a little bit.
All right, Javier back in there at quarterback now. And Polanco is pulled down in the backfield again.
Polanco on the carry.
Wow.
The last few snaps here are just seeing progressively more and more penetration by the Weiser defense, and that time it was 3-4 white shirts meeting Polanco in the backfield.
All right, third down and looks like about 20. I mean, it's and all because of tackle or loss on running plays here.
Cusker back in, quarterback.
And he's back to pass. Little screen out here to the side. That's Yoakum pulling his way inside the 20 to about the 16-yard line. Wow. I mean, he was just not going to be denied, Kerry.
No.
Watch him get this pass and just lower his shoulder, knocking that defender to the ground.
Now, again, talked about it in the first half. Of course, Yoakum's certainly not an unfamiliar name here at Exeter. And, when we got to see him week one, you kind of knew that he was a ball player as well, and did some nice things on defense. Offensively here,
against Exeter.
Oh, and a penalty's going to negate that play. Oh, my.
He's done some great things blocking out of the backfield, but that's at least twice tonight that we've seen him, with receptions out of the backfield as well. Yeah, Exeter kind of going backwards here. There were some shots where, they were getting the penetration from the Weiser defense and then, get that positive yardage and then have that happen.
Well, third down, looks like about 25 here. They've got to get inside the Weiser 20. McCusker deep down the sideline. It is caught by number 10 there. Touchdown, Conrad. Wow, that was actually number 16.
Pass complete to J.R. Strauss, resulting in an Exeter touchdown.
18, J.R. Strauss. Wow, beautiful grab. He's going to go high. Out jumps the defender and into the end zone for the score. Beautiful pass by McCusker.
No, again, we talked about that big play capability. There we go. We got the fireworks going after the touchdowns here. But, Strauss, again, I talked about this in the first half, catching that ball at the highest point, using his athleticism and his size.
Schnapper on the touchdown.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Number 16, right, Joey Schaffler.
The extra point is good with 7.
Beautiful grab, beautiful play.
Our score is now
tied at 14. Exeter and Conrad Weiser.
Again, getting some messages coming in. We have some folks, Bruce, that are watching from the stands, and I know, of course, we have I'm back up top here with you guys for this half and the monitor, but I know, some of our crew here have their phones going too, and it's great with the delay. You actually get to kind of see the whole game in replay.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you stream the game on your phone when you're here, it's basically having instant replay on demand. Incredible.
The number for the 50-50 ticket, a blue ticket, is 342190. 342-190. A blue
So
ticket
a brand
for
new
50-50.
ball game here.
That is your number. Come up to the press box and claim your
14-14,
prize. Once again, blue ticket,
7:33 to go here in the third quarter.
342-190.
And that last drive was 10 plays covering 71 yards and took 4:27 off the clock. So, again, nice drive, kind of, dealing with some adversity and coming back and, getting the TD.
And back to receive, that's Daughtry. And a nice return outside the 30-yard line there, Kerry. But, two big plays for Exeter, pass plays. And, they've had some difficulties moving the ball, but, boy, those big plays on the pass. A short crossing route to Javier in the first half. And there to Joey Schaffler in a beautiful fashion there from McCusker. Went high, leaped into the end zone, and came down with it. So, brand new ball game.
And their passing game's certainly not one-dimensional. Again, that touchdown there kind of going down seam, and, they can get it, just out in the space and the yards after the catch by the guys, on that team, or go deep downfield. But let's see if Conrad Weiser can answer the call now. We're tied at 14, 7:10 left in the third quarter.
Injury on the play.
Well, Robbie Unruh met Daughtry right in the hole on that play and stopped it for no gain. And we do have a player down on the field.
Yeah, Robbie Unruh, we've called his name a few times tonight. Talked about Brady over on the offense. Unruh's a part of that. And Unruh's really come up big here tonight on defense for Exeter as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see what, Weiser's going to, draw up here to get something going. And it was Unruh who was injured there on the play. Looks like he's okay.
Yep, up and walking off on his own. Teammates going out to give him 5. He'll be coming off here for a play or two.
Well, we got a fantastic broadcast position. Thanks to Tom Legath here, Exeter, for the great hospitality, and really appreciate everything that he's done to assist us in our broadcast tonight.
No, it is a great setup here. Great night for football, and we've got a tied ball game.
Klitsch now on the run. Wings it, right through the hands.
Dalton Moyer incomplete.
That was intended, I guess, for Dalton Moyer. And got a player down. Looks like it's a cramp over there on the far sideline. Always hate to speculate on who's down. You have to be but it does look like it's a cramp. 6:54 here left in the third quarter. And that is number 5, Dalton Moyer, who now is getting helped off the field.
Just taking a quick look at Twitter here. See York Suburban is 41, Muhlenberg 0. That's the end of the third quarter.
All right, we've got 3rd and 10 for Conrad Weiser. Klitsch rolling to his left. Nice sidearm pass, and he just dropped it. CJ Savello hit him right in the hands, so that's going to bring up a punting situation now for Conrad Weiser.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, look the ball in, catch a ball security before you start running.
Yeah.
One of the teams I know that you and Daryl talk about on your fresh set of downs midweek, Redland is up over Hershey 21-6 at the end of 3.
Wow.
For the folks out there, correct me if I'm wrong, Bruce, but with Redland, a bunch of baseball players have come out now, and that was that crew from the Little League World Series that's together.
Yes. And line drive kick there by Knoll, and takes a Weiser bounce. Wow, Alex Javier just kind of skipped over the ball, and it rolls dead about the 18.
Down by the scouts.
Yeah,
Well, in the stats book, that's a big kick. I don't know, just a short liner, but it took off.
And I think we have one of those yellow hankies laying down there too, Bruce.
Yeah, looks like it's that was a 48-yard kick there by Matt Knoll. He's at a 48 and a 51-yard punt tonight.
Again, Matt Knoll, one of the premier specialists here in Berks County, the field goal record holder in Berks County, and handles both the kicking and the punting duties for Conrad Weiser.
Officials being pretty deliberate about this.
Ladies and gentlemen, no one has claimed a 50-50 ticket tonight, so we're going to call another number. It is a blue ticket again. The number is
looks like illegal block in the back on Exeter during the return, so that's going to back him up even further.
That is your ticket. Come up to the press box.
Well, we saw a nice drive start out by Exeter last series, and they kind of, spurred a little bit, but then came back. Of course, had the pass play and the touchdown. A little reminiscent here more to the first half and their starting position. They're going to have 1st and 10, but they're starting the ball inside of their own 10 now after the penalty.
With Javier at quarterback. And taking it himself, looking for a hole, cutting it back. 6 tough yards there.
No, we've seen Javier a few times at quarterback. I think we've seen him a lot here when their back has kind of been backed up against the end zone, and again, just capitalizing on his athleticism and trying to get him to, keep the ball and just kind of get you some breathing room. That first down run was good for about half the distance to the first down at least.
Javier again.
Javier the keeper.
And very close to the first down.
Yeah, we'll have to see the spot. Looks like he may come up about a yard short.
Taken down by number 30, Gabe Trevena.
Getting some really nice conversations with folks here at Exeter at halftime, and there are some folks that are talking about watching on their phones from the stands, and were catching us different weeks. Bruce, and saw another one of my former college teammates. He's here working some fire police stuff. He'll be here for the post-game activities with the fireworks. Saw one of Exeter's former players from last year that we got to see do some nice things when we actually went down on the sidelines at the Stadium Series last year when Exeter played Muhlenberg. Zabala, one of the former linemen here up at Wilkes now.
Well, just short as Exeter, so it's going to be 3rd and less than a football for the first down. We're tied at 14, 5:35 to go here in quarter number 3. McCusker in at quarterback now. And in there, that's number 9, Ty Yoakum. And I think he's got it, and it looks like the officials think so too.
Up to number 9, Ty Yoakum.
Yeah, it's just really neat to see the way he's progressed. Again, he did some nice things week 1 when we saw him, and has done some nice things tonight. Again, he brings a lot to you on offense with being able to get those tough yards, catching the ball out of the backfield, and very good blocker as well.
Pass complete to number 18, J.R. Strauss.
Strauss.
Tackled by number 81, Josh Neihart.
4:54 left here in the third quarter, Don Thomas Stadium, home of the Exeter Township Eagles. All locked up on the scoreboard at 14.
Probably have to plug it in. All right, up the middle there, that was Javier.
So we kind of saw this mid-series last time where the Conrad Weiser defense really started to kind of dig in and get that penetration. It's going to bring up a third down and about 6.
Tackles made by number 26, Ian Firestone.
So it looks like Javier's in there at quarterback right now. And he is throwing the ball deep down there, and it's caught! Beautiful catch by number 16, Joey Schaffler, excuse me. It looked like he gave up on the ball for a second, and then it came right to him.
Stop was made by number 18, Turner Diana.
Again, we saw that young man have a nice catch there in the last series, and another big catch this series for the Exeter Eagles.
And there's Strauss again up the middle.
Yep, 2 backs in the backfield. Ty Yoakum there again, doing his thing, and Strauss, nice job getting north and south and getting yards up the middle. For the offensive line here, if they can kind of just pin their ears back and keep pounding the ball here, nothing more fun than that.
Nothing more fun than that, that's for sure. All right, Javier now leading this drive at quarterback. Rolling, seeing some daylight down the sideline and knocked out of bounds. And a flag.
Yeah, I think they're going to get the flag there for hitting him after he was already out of bounds.
I think so too.
I think he had 3 rollings going there, Bruce. I was waiting for the rawhide. Hey, anytime I can get you a laugh, Bruce, it's a good day.
Yeah, it is a good day. It's a good day. You should. What did Jim Valvano say? Laugh, cry, and
Personal foul against the Scouts.
And a personal foul, as you said, Kerry.
First down, Exeter.
So Exeter here, driving the ball deep in Scouts territory.
Yeah, and that wasn't a malicious type of thing, picking somebody up and power by slam them, but it's just those little mental things that tacking on those extra yards hurt.
Strauss on the carry.
Again up the
Brought
gut.
down by number 81, Josh Neihart.
So gain of about 3 there. They're inside the 10-yard line. Javier still at quarterback. That's Strauss to his left, and a flag.
Flag on the play.
Dead ball, illegal procedure against Exeter.
I'll start against Exeter.
.229 left here in the third quarter. Tied at 14 at Don Thomas Stadium.
Going to be really interesting to see how how Weiser pins their ears back here on defense. Javier now taking it himself. Not for a whole lot up the middle.
Taken down by number 81, Josh Neihart.
No, he found some daylight there, went for it, and it closed quickly. And I think Neihart for Conrad Weiser, his name's been called most of the last couple stops here, coming up big for the Weiser defense.
All right, McCusker back in at quarterback now for Exeter. Third down and 10. Ball's on around the 12-yard line. McCusker Up the middle, that's Yoakum for the touchdown! Beautiful play, right up the seam. McCusker to Yoakum, and Exeter takes the lead.
Tell you, the more and more I see of Yoakum, the more impressed I am. Again, coming out of the backfield, he can block. He can get you tough yards in the run game, and 3-4 receptions tonight, and that one for the touchdown to put Exeter up on top.
All right.
Henry will be out for the extra point attempt here for
the extra
Exeter.
point for Exeter, number 25, Sean Henry.
Sean Henry, snap, down, kick, and it's through.
Good. With 1:36
So
left in the
Exeter,
third quarter.
21. Conrad Weiser, 14. 1:36
Conrad
left
Weiser Scouts,
in the
14.
third quarter. Kerry, boy, everything changed when they had that long touchdown there at the end of the first half.
We've still got minute 36 left here in the third, and of course we'll see how the fourth quarter goes. But I think you mentioned a couple times in the first half that it just really seemed like Weiser was dominating the game, and that's why I kept asking about the time of possession. But when you look at where we've gone so far in the third quarter here, Exeter is really starting to put some things together on offense and having drives. When you look at this one was 11 plays covering 91 yards. And again, we saw them backed up against their own goal line, a lot in the first half. Here they're able to convert on it, covering 91 yards in 4 minutes and 58 seconds. Again, 11-play drive. A couple little hiccups there, that kind of set them back. Kept grinding away, kept getting the yards, and hit pay dirt, and have on homecoming have now gone up 21-14 here in the third quarter.
And just scribbing it down. That's picked up by one of the up men, number 50. That's Jonathan Marie. So Conrad Weiser going to have good field position to start this next drive. And, I guess it's, gut check time for the Scouts.
Tackle, Carson Schmidt.
Again, plenty of time left, so, certainly it's not a panic time. But, with what Exeter has come out and done here so far in this third quarter, you definitely want to put a drive together, make a statement, and, hopefully answer the bell and put some points on the board.
All right, Klitsch now. Bringing the offense out for Conrad Weiser. He's back to throw. And he's got the connection there. That's number 16. Jimmy Montanard.
Pass complete to number 16, Jimmy Montanard.
See where they give him with the forward progress.
By number 41, Nick Schaefer.
And he gives him about 5 yards there. So just about a minute left here in the third quarter.
2nd and 5, very manageable, just about out to midfield. Again, not a crisis time, but definitely, for Weiser, they would like to get a drive here and get some points on the board.
All right, Klitsch outside to Montanard again, and he's close to the first down. Looks to be maybe about a yard short.
Montanard taken down once again by
So
number 41,
3rd and
Nick
short.
Schaefer.
Again, the Klitsch, just a sophomore. We've seen some really nice things out of him so far tonight.
Throws from a lot of different arm angles. Very interesting. All right, full house backfield. And stopped there.
Daughtry on the carry.
Daughtry. And we're winding it down the end of the third quarter.
Johnny
Exeter
Day on the
21,
stop.
Scouts 14. We'll be back in a minute.
Attention parents and coaches. Do you wish you had a safe social media platform for your youth athletes? Fortunately for you, there's a revolutionary new app that helps with just that. Introducing Small Player, Big Play. Small Player, Big Play app provides young athletes, parents, and coaches a user-friendly sports social media platform. The app allows users to connect with friends, make new friends, create groups, text, chat, and post pictures and videos of you and your teammates participating in your favorite sport or activity. To begin, users can simply download and sign up for the app using an email account. Younger users have the ability to sign up using their smartphone and a parent's email address. From there, users can begin to interact and engage with other users of the app. Small Player Big Play app also gives users the ability to live stream full games and events. You can live stream your event so that friends, family, or anyone in the world can see you in action. Users can also share posts from the app to their other social media accounts like Facebook and Twitter. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and share your love of sports with the world. Download the Small Player Big Play app today.
We'll just hold it. All right, back here at Exeter. Don Thomas Stadium, the Eagles 21, the Scouts 14, BCTV, Friday Night Football, fourth quarter action just underway, and that's Daughtry with the carry there for the Scouts. Owen Daughtry.
Huge fourth down play.
They got the first down. Boy, I mean, that was good effort on Daughtry. One-on-one, he broke free of that tackle and got the first down, Kerry.
You know, that's a confidence booster there for that offense. And, you know, you put yourself in that situation, you know, you want to make it, you do. Now you see if you can continue on with that. Have some score updates here after this play.
Klitsch now. Rolling to his left. Being chased, and it looks like we got a hold on Daughtry there, I think.
All the scores here in the third quarter. Manheim Township 24, Wilson 14.
Wow.
Our game here on BCTV Friday Night Football, Exeter 21, Conrad Weiser 14. Reading is now on top of Daniel Boone, 26-17. Governor Mifflin pouring it on now, 47-0 over Twin Valley. Schuylkill Valley pouring it on Kutztown, 63-6. Berks Catholic 9, Hamburg 0, and York Suburban 41, Muhlenberg 0.
Well, of all the scores, the Berks Catholic score to me is the most surprising. But, you know, give credit to the Hamburg Hawks. And we had a flag on the play. Not sure what this is about.
Just starting the fourth quarter, 11:37 left. Here at homecoming, Don Thomas Stadium, home of the Exeter Eagles. Exeter up on top, 21-14 over the Scouts of Conrad Weiser.
Interesting. Be interested to see what the call is on this play, on this flag. Have you seen anything, Kerry? I did not see a signal of any kind by the official, but he marched back at least 10 yards. So it's first and, boy, it looks like 25 for Conrad Weiser. Klitsch now calling signals. Under pressure.
Klitsch on the keeper.
Oh, look at that. And another flag.
Another flag.
I'm not entirely sure what that I think it might have been illegal man downfield. Yeah, Jim and I look like we agree on that one. Look like one of the linemen might have been down. But Klitsch has sure had some impromptu performances with the passing game.
No, and again, the flags, and Jim did let me know that it was a holding on the previous play, but now we've seen flags go against Weiser here 2 plays in a row. And again, you got that big fourth down, you get the first down, you're crossover into Exeter territory. They would have been probably around to the 48. Now, with the flags on these last 2 plays are going backwards.
Looks like 1st and 30. Been a while since I saw 1st and 30.
Illegal man downfield against the Scouts.
So they were knocking on the door, going to Perkiomen Avenue. Now they're head back to 562. And
Klitsch now, he's under duress. And he gets it away. Nice grab there by number 3, Anjay Feliciano.
And we have another flag, and it's way downfield here with a receiver and a D-back, and we'll see what this is.
If that's defensive holding, is that automatic first down in high school? These officials have been kept busy. Oh, pass interference on Exeter. It's turned into a penalty fest here all of a sudden.
Penalty is pass interference.
Yeah, and that was 15 yards plus away from the play. But it gives, the opportunity for Weiser to gain back some of those yards that they lost.
Well, first and about 13. I don't know how Jim is keeping track of these stats. Holy cow.
First and 13, not great, but much more manageable than first and 30.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, here's Klitsch now. In the gun. Rolling to his left. Throwing deep downfield for number 5. And it's broken up beautifully by number 4 there. Gavin McCusker was back deep.
Broken up by Gavin McCusker.
Dalton Moyer was the intended receiver. Wow, boy, one-on-one, you got to love that battle. Very interesting.
No, again, Gavin McCusker, did a great job on that. That's
for those interested in the Penn State game, right now in the third quarter, Penn State 21, Maryland 0.
The Penn State score for you Nittany Lion fans, if you are not watching the game, 21-0 Penn State over Maryland. And here's Klitsch, and he's got running room down the sidelines.
Runs out of bounds.
Short of the first down.
Yeah,
but, boy, you have to give him a lot of credit.
Well, they're moving the chains, Bruce.
Wow. First down.
Yeah. Again, the yard markers are on the away side of the field over there, so he, didn't have that to see. But, not sure, either if he, kind of ran out of bounds, but before the sticks, but must have made it. First and 10. 10:55 left here in the fourth quarter. Exeter up 21-14. Scouts on offense knocking on the door in Exeter's territory.
Klitsch, this is Daughtry looking for some room. And that swarming Exeter defense gives him nothing.
And again, the 2 times that we've covered Exeter now, though, we've seen a great job by that defense really stringing things out, run support coming up and shutting stuff down.
Jalen Miller and Ty Yoakum on the tackle. Flag on the play.
You're probably hearing in the background, there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, kind of getting to the point, it's probably easier just to call the plays that don't have the flags.
Wow, it has been kind of difficult to get into any rhythm for really either team here in the third quarter with the amount of penalties we've had. And it is a personal foul against Exeter. It's going to give the Scouts a first down. Wow.
Again, couldn't see exactly what it was. Guessing, a little bit there with some extracurriculars after making a huge stop on defense, and gives Weiser a first down, first and 10.
First and 10. Looks like ball at about the 16-yard line. And Klitsch rolling. Looking for anybody. Oh, incomplete. There's another flag. Gee whiz, where have we seen that before? But I thought that was a pretty obvious pass interference there. It looked like he just decked the receiver. And it is going to be pass interference against Exeter. So on 3 plays, we had a pass interference, a personal foul, and now another pass interference penalty. Jeez, that's a lot of penalty yards.
Yeah, and the common theme with all those is it's, just giving yards to this Weiser offense and moving them closer to the goal line. .26 left here in the fourth quarter. Exeter up 21-14 over Conrad Weiser here at Don Thomas Stadium. Homecoming for Exeter Township. But it looks like first and 10, and it looks like Weiser could still get another first down before getting into the end zone. So looks like the ball must be about the 12-yard line. First and 10 from the 12. Weiser going in.
Klitsch up the middle this time, and maybe 3. Hard to tell from this angle. About as far away from the play as we can get.
Yeah,
Shaper on the stop.
those are tough yards, but they've had more success getting positive yards up the middle than they have trying to get around the edge. Ball is on the left hash. The wide side here is to the right side of the field. Again, say it each week. It's not these ski hashes you see on a Sunday afternoon.
Second and about 7. Klitsch back to throw to the end zone. He's got number 2, and he's in for the score. Is he? Yes! Touchdown, Conrad Weiser, C.J. Savello.
Touchdown.
That was a nice job. Again, the wide side of the field here to the right. They had twins, 2 receivers on this right side. Nice job by Klitsch, and puts Weiser back into this ball game.
Well,
21-20 extra point coming.
And the critical extra points now. Every point big as we're in the 4th quarter. 9:40 left to go.
If there's anybody who went out there kicking your extra point right now in Berks County, it's that young man.
Snap down kick, and it's good. Boy, that was nearly blocked. Looked like
Kick is good with
Alex
9:40
Javier
left in the
nearly
game.
blocked
Our
that.
score is
But
once
we're
again
tied at 21. 9:40 left to go in the game. Another barn burner carry.
No, with both of these guys that are kicking tonight, with Noel, of course, for Weiser, and with Henry for Exeter, their extra points, they kick these things with authority, and I mean it's just nothing's ever a given, but I mean these guys are both pretty automatic, and again 2 of the finer specialists that you'll see here in Berks County, but puts us at 9:40 left here in the 4th, 21-21.
Well, it's going to be really interesting what, Exeter's going to come out with, because, they have been shuffling, McCusker and Javier in and out. So I guess a lot's going to depend on field position. So Devin Scott back deep for Exeter. He is a real burner.
Yeah, Devin Scott, we talked about Javier, but Devin Scott is one of those other guys that can, just change the complexion of the game with, again, a touch and covering a lot of yards. That last drive covered 9 plays, 58 yards, and took 3:49 off the clock to bring this game to tied at 21. Again, 9 plays, 58 yards, taking 3 minutes and 49 seconds off of the clock.
All right, Matt Knoll now. And squibbing it down this time. Picked up there by, looks like, number 11. That's Aiden Wolak.
Number 11, Aiden Wolak on the return.
So Exeter on offense again.
Interesting stat here by Jim Berkman, Spotlight on Berk Sports, our stat guy, with those points are the first points that Exeter has given up in the second half over the last 5 games. So again, those points scored to bring this game to tied are the first points Exeter has given up in the second half over the last 5 games.
Okay, looks like McCusker's out there at quarterback for Exeter.
Again, a little breathing room starting right around their own 30, 1st and 10. See if Exeter can answer the bell.
Back to throw. Looking down the sidelines, wide open. It's number 16 again. Joey Schlaffer. He's had a big game.
Yes, looks like they're going to rule it incomplete, Bruce.
Incomplete?
But again, he kind of just came out of nowhere, had that touchdown reception, and then started figuring into the passing game here for Exeter in a big way in the second half.
Well, I'm glad I've got so many good friends here. I'm telling you. All right, Javier now a quarterback. And taking it around the edge and up the middle, cuts it up to about the 43-yard line. And that should be a first down.
Number 30, Gabe Trevino on the stop.
Unless he gets a really bad spot. Nope. They're motioning for the firsts.
First down, Exeter.
First and 10. So they had McCusker in, went for the home run ball there on first down. Javier came in. Again, great athlete, and with his legs got him the first down. First and 10. Ball still on the Exeter side of the field. About the 42-yard line.
McCusker now back to pass. They were trying to set up a screen, and he swarmed under. Boy, number 55 was in there very quickly. Josh Pickler.
Sacked by number 55, Josh Pitchler.
That's the first sack tonight for Weiser, and it comes at a very opportune time. That's going to move them all the way back to about the 30-yard line, Kerry.
Yeah, again, with your screen game there, having those guys come in, you want to dump it over the top, but just way too many white shirts, way too quick in McCusker's face.
Looks like we got a timeout on the field. Not sure what this is about. Thanks to Imperium Management Services, our title sponsor for BCTV Friday Night Football. And we're back to live action.
So 2nd and 25.
McCusker now at quarterback. Back to pass. Looking deep. That's Scott, and it's incomplete. Oh, my gosh. If Dalton Moyer turned around, he would have had an interception that kind of hit him in the shoulder.
Yeah, no, great job by him. Not getting a pass interference there. He didn't turn around, just kind of got both of his hands up, reading Scott's eyes. Ball just underthrown. Scott did have him beat.
So, third down now, 25 for Exeter. We're tied at 21 here at Don Thomas Stadium. 8:21 left in this game. And they're running the ball. That's Strauss, and he's still chugging away. Get some positive yardage, but that's going to force an Exeter punt.
Dalton Moyer on the stop.
Should bring Cupid on the field. Again, Henry handles kicking duties. Cupid the punter for Exeter Township.
He's been a pretty solid performer in the
back to punt
game and a half that we've seen him carry. So
again, the specialists that we're getting to see here tonight, just top notch.
Daughtry, oh, that's a whale of a kick. Back inside the 20, he fields it, going around the outside, cuts inside, and back up to about the 20-yard line. So good coverage there by Exeter. Great kick by Cupid. And do we have a flag? Nope, just change of possession.
Ian Firestone return, flag on the play.
Guess it's a question worth asking.
Taken down by number
7:26 left here in the fourth quarter, 21-21.
There is a flag out there. Illegal block in the back for Weiser. Wow. Gosh. Tough to get through a couple of plays without a flag tonight. So now Weiser backed up to their 10-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Scouts. We're tied at 21 with 7:26 to go. Hey, it's exciting just given that line. Klitsch now rolling left, looking to throw the football sidearm to number 2 there, C.J. Savello.
Pass complete to number 2, C.J. Savello.
And that's going to be a first down. I mean, he just whipped that sidearm.
Yeah, and again, Klitsch, only a sophomore, but, their passing game, they get him out, they move him around. It's not dropping him back. It's certainly not, air raid offense, that Conrad Weiser has. And but he's, equally adept at running, both right and left, with their rollouts.
Reminds me a lot of Bernie Kosar. All right, Klitsch now running right, looking for a receiver, incomplete. The way his arm angle is and the way he throws it there.
Turner Diana, incomplete.
Reminds me a lot of Bernie Kosar. Obviously not as stout.
Well, and, again, just on that play there, this Exeter defense is just, the pressure and the pursuit is heavy every time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, he's been running for his life all night. So 2nd and 10. Ball's on the 24-yard line. 6:51 remaining. Tied at 21, Don Thomas Stadium. Glad you're with us here at BCTV Friday Night Football. And we want to thank
Timeout Scouts.
Timeout called by Conrad Weiser.
Want to thank our friends at Reading Alloys for underwriting the BCTV Friday Night Football broadcast. Thanks to Reading Alloys. Lots of good jobs available. Go to readingalloys.com and see what they've got open. So you're looking at it, 21-21, 6:51 left, Kerry. One whale of a game. It sure looks like, which team is going to, not make the mistake here. We've had a lot of penalties here this second half. Going to be interesting to see what offense kind of starts to click.
Some finals coming in now. Governor Mifflin 47, Twin Valley 14, and York Suburban 48, Muhlenberg 14.
Klitsch now. Back to live action. Looking deep. Pressured again. Down the sideline. It is caught there by number 3. Beautiful catch. Anjay Feliciano.
Pass complete to number 3, Anjay Feliciano.
And again, talked a little bit about that combination in the first half, and
look at him reach up and get that ball. Incredible.
Again, it's this season, but what these two young men are doing as sophomores, as a quarterback and receiver, and the chemistry they're developing, and the pitch and catches that they're completing here. It's a bright spot for this Weiser offense this year and moving forward. 6:24 left here in the fourth quarter.
Klitsch under center. That's Daughtry. Not much.
Daughtry started out the game as kind of the workhorse.
Taken down by 9, Ty Yoakum.
Interesting. I'm not entirely sure what Matt Knowles' range is. That would be, an over 50-yarder now, but, Weiser's just got to move the ball, maybe 5 more yards to really get in Knowles' range.
It'll be interesting to see how it develops. Second down here, 2nd and 10.
And, boy, he was wrestled down there. Savello really got hot. I mean, he just got ripped down. It looked like it was
tackle by number 3, Alex Javier.
A cowboy wrestling a calf there. I mean, just taking him down.
A great job by Javier on the tackle, though. Wrapping him up, taking him down.
All right, so 3rd and 10 now. Ball on looks like about the 34-yard line of Exeter. We're tied at 21. 5:30 left in this game, and timeout for Conrad Weiser.
A couple personnel things going on there, trying to get guys on the field, off the field, and Klitsch wisely just taking the timeout.
Next week, BCTV Friday Night Football will be live from Schuylkill Valley, where the Fleetwood Tigers and Schuylkill Valley Panthers will go head-to-head. Tune in at 7 o'clock next Friday night on BCTV, online, bctv.org, and on demand on YouTube for BCTV Friday Night Football.
Got some stats here on Logan Klitsch and what he's done so far tonight. Compliments to Jim Berkman. He's 15 of 22, 200 yards now passing. I think this is probably the most impressive out of all that. That's over 7 different receivers.
Wow.
Again, 15 for 22, 200 yards passing on the night, and he's hit 7 different receivers.
And he's been running for his life doing it. All right, here's Klitsch now. In the shotgun. Looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. He was looking for number 5 there, Dalton Moyer. Really didn't have anybody open, so that's going to bring up a 4th down. So what is Coach Moyer going to do? Boy, they're looking long and hard at this yardage. That would be, what, a 55-yarder? I don't think so. I mean, Matt Knoll's good. I don't know. It's a pretty low percentage. So they are going for it, it looks like. Yes, they are. So 4th and 9. Ball on the 34. Klitsch under pressure. Gets away. Looking downfield, and incomplete. So Exeter holds.
Intended for number 3, Anjay Feliciano, incomplete.
Great job by that Exeter defense again, applying pressure.
He was open. He just couldn't get there, Kerry. I mean, he was on the run, running out of bounds, and just couldn't get enough on that football.
So we got 5:14 left. 4th quarter, tied at 21. Here homecoming for Exeter Township, Don Thomas Stadium. And we've got Javier, quarterback.
Yep, Javier's in there, quarterback. That's J.R. Strauss in the backfield with him. And Javier right up the middle. He's got some room. He's still going. All the way out to the 47-yard line of Conrad Weiser. Make it the 46. Big play on 1st down.
Yeah, great job by Javier there, getting those positive yards, getting the 1st down, getting the ball into Conrad Weiser territory. 5 minutes left, no need to panic. You can run whatever you want here. And we're seeing McCusker coming back in now to take over with 1st and 10.
All right, 1st and 10 now. J.R. Strauss in the backfield with McCusker, and he's back to throw. Looking, and it is caught by Javier. And a flag comes flying in.
Alex Javier, flag on the play.
Interesting there. That will be a 1st down if the play holds, but ineligible downfield, it looks like. I saw him tapping his head there, right?
Regardless.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Exeter thinks the play is going to count. They're all walking back.
You know, we've seen Javier a lot on 1st down come in, and more often than not, he's gotten positive yards or gotten a 1st and 10. And McCusker coming in, then, you know, Javier catching the ball.
Illegal man downfield is the penalty.
Illegal man downfield. That's going to set him back to the other side of the 50, back to the 48-yard line. Still 1st down.
I think
4:37 left.
Seen both of these offenses kind of hinder themselves more than you know, the defense putting them back with the penalties on both sides.
Javier, quarterback, running right. Stiff arm, and he can't get away. Beautiful play, penetrating by that Weiser defense.
Yeah, penetration will blow up stuff before it gets started. Great job by, you know, 3-4 white shirts getting in there. You know, again, a huge tackle for loss.
That looks like that was number 56 there for Weiser. Adam Case.
Okay, we're at the 4-minute mark, Bruce. We're tied at 21 here in the 4th quarter. 4 minutes to go. Certainly don't want to suggest that we're already going to start talking about overtime.
No, not that.
I want you to hold the ball and he said,
Timeout, Exeter.
Timeout, Exeter.
Okay, Bruce. Well, I think we're going to have a big decision to make in 4 minutes, or maybe a little bit longer than that. But again, you know, our player of the game, our game ball, sponsored by the Ball Girl, and you know, who's going to take this home after tonight? I think we've seen, you know, a few young men have some solid performances here, but is our player of the game still to kind of come to the surface here in the last 4 minutes?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot to be decided yet when it comes to that. So a lot of football yet to be played. Tied at 21 with 3:50 yet to go.
2nd down and 15 coming up.
Second and 15 now. Exeter. McCusker back to throw. He's being chased, and he got it outside there. I believe that was to number 16 there, Joey Schlaffer.
He's really come up big in the passing game here in the second half for Exeter.
He sure has.
Pass complete to number 16, Joey Schlaffer.
So it's going to be 3rd down now and about 13, Carey. Big play here. Really want to try and maintain possession. McCusker, back to throw. Looking down the middle. He's going for Scott. Incomplete. Just barely over his outstretched arms.
Now, Scott's a burner, and he can get behind those DBs just a little too much on it.
McCusker, throws it beautifully and, just beyond his outstretched arms there.
4th down, Bruce.
Well, Cupid now. Boy, the all-important special teams play here. They've been pretty solid all night long.
Back to punt for Exeter, number 19.
See if
Josh
Cupid can pin him down. He can certainly get it down to the goal line from here.
Good snap, good kick. Oh, and it takes an Exeter bounce. Oh, and he rolled into the end zone, but I think it's where he downs the ball.
Ball down by Exeter.
And that is correct. It looks like it's going to be down at about the 3-yard line. And that's where Conrad Weiser will take over with 3 minutes and 26 left to play. We are all tied at 21, Carey.
Yep, if Weiser is going to go up in this game, they're going to have to cover 97 yards in those 3 minutes,
Overtime.
26.
Yeah, we're getting rules interpretations from the fans as
Yeah,
what happens if it ends in a tie. Well, it can't end in a tie.
No, and we did have a 3 overtime experience up at Pottsville when Wyatt Missing visited up there earlier in the season.
Klitsch now. He's in the end zone, back to throw, and it's caught there by number 5, Dalton Moyer, who shakes free, and he's going up the sideline. Dalton Moyer out to the 40, up to the 50, and he's pushed out of bounds.
On the reception.
Klitsch almost nailed into the end zone on a safety. Hits Dalton Moyer, who breaks a tackle, goes up the left side, and gives Conrad Weiser great field position here with 3:11 to go.
And just like last week, an injury update. I have no eardrums left. Thanks, Bruce.
Well, it is rather exciting.
Well, and some post-game excitement, fireworks here after homecoming, and see the fire engines are starting to roll in.
All right, Conrad Weiser now. And they call a timeout. Boy, you hate to see that. Those timeouts are going to be really valuable.
Weiser's done that. Does Weiser have any timeouts left?
It's got to be their last one.
Weiser.
I got to believe it's their last one.
3:11. 4th quarter, tied at 21. Weiser's ball.
Small player, big play. Safe social media for youth sports with your friends or just everybody else. Game streaming. Also, fundraising. Check out the app. It's free at the App Store. Small player, big play, and also at Google Play. All right, Carey.
Yep, just got confirmation. That's her last time out.
Thanks to Jim Berkman. Spotlight on Berk Sports. If you're not following Jim Berkman, you're just not paying attention.
Okay, back to live action.
Back to live action. We're getting instructions on how to get to the field at the end of the game. There's Klitsch. And a nice pass completion there. I think that was Feliciano. No, that was number 16, Jiminy Montanard.
On the reception.
So second down now and about 3 to go. Just under 3 minutes left, Kerry. Very, very tension-packed here at Don Thomas Stadium.
Second down and 4.
Klitsch now. Oh, he just underthrew that. Incomplete. He was looking for Feliciano.
For number 3, Andre Feliciano.
Well, if you're watching us at home or wherever you're watching, stay tuned.
Let's see if we can pick this up.
Big third down coming up.
Boy, that was hard to check on our replay, but boy, that looked very, very close from catching that ball.
Give a shout out to Mrs. Whitman, a teacher at Conrad Weiser. She's watching us, Bruce.
Well, thank you. Really appreciate it. And he cuts inside. That's number 2 there, C.J. Savallo. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Wow, what do you do here? 4th and 5 at the 45. Do you go for it? Looks like he's going to boot it away. So Matt Knoll coming in. Clock running now. 154, 153 left in this game.
The Scouts back deep, number 3 for Exeter, Alex Javier.
Knoll. Oh, just barely gets that one off. And is it, I mean, he must have touched the ball because Matt Knoll just got clocked.
Yeah. Head on a swivel, trying to see if a flag was going to come out on that and trying to see what happened with the ball and where it was going to go and if it was going to go in the end zone. But no flag.
Wow, Robbie Unruh, I mean, was almost untouched back there. First off, I don't know how Knoll got it off. And secondly, if Unruh didn't touch the ball, why wasn't it a penalty? Because he just nailed him. I didn't see an indication that it was tipped or anything by the official.
1:39 left here in the fourth quarter. Tied at 21, Don Thomas Stadium. 1st and 10, Exeter, and Gavin McCusker is in at quarterback.
J.R. Strauss to his right. Looking across the middle, Javier.
Yeah, they had
through his hands.
Twins down here on the bottom side with Scott and Javier. Scott running off the D-backs. Javier cutting back in through the middle. Just couldn't complete the pass. Brings up a 2nd down and 10. 1:35 left here in the fourth quarter.
Multiple flags on the play.
And the PA announcer said multiple flags on the play is correct. I counted at least 3 up in the air at the same time.
Well, it sure looks like.
False start against Exeter.
We're heading to overtime. Ball deep in Exeter, and there's 1:35 to go. 2nd down now. Looks like about 15 for the Eagles. McCusker. He's got all day. Now he's looking, runs up the sidelines, and a flag there. I mean, he just got bumped out of bounds, but that's a penalty.
Yeah, there's a flag for, I think the hit after he's out of bounds, and a second flag came in, so I don't know if there was something else on top of that then.
Oh, boy. 1:28 to go.
Again, these flags, they've kind of hurt both sides.
Dead ball personal foul against Conrad Weiser.
Well, it just looks like there's one penalty. And it is going to be against Weiser.
That penalty that'll bring up automatic 1st down for Exeter.
All right, so 1st and 10, 128 left here in the fourth quarter. homecoming here at Exeter.
All right, Gavin McCusker now. Looking. Can't find anybody, and he's sacked.
Good job in coverage there by Weiser.
Number 56, Adam Case.
Adam
Timeout,
Case
Exeter.
with the sack there for Conrad Weiser. So the clock is stopped with 1:21 to go. We're tied at 21 here, Don Thomas Stadium. BCTV Friday Night Football, another barn burner, Kerry.
It's a great game. When you're tied going down to 1:21 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, if you're, Coach Bauer down there, I mean, what are you telling the troops here with 1:21 to go?
Well, really, obviously, got some yardage to cover here. So, it's 1:21 left. I think if I was coach on either side right now, it's like, let's keep the mental piece in check here. Let's not have any mistakes that are going to hurt us. Whether it's the false start stuff or anything that's, the extracurricular stuff after the play. Let's just be smart. Let's, for your guys up front, get Gavin time, get McCusker time, and you've got guys that can make big plays. We've seen Schaffer step up here in the second half, but, the Javiers and the Scotts, you got guys that can burn and get past these DBs. Just, get McCusker some time so he can get the ball downfield.
All right. McCusker down the middle. He's got Javier open! And it is a touchdown! Touchdown Exeter! Gavin McCusker to Alex Javier. Unbelievable. Watch this throw. Hit him right in stride. And there was nobody going to catch him.
Well, if Coach Bauer did tell his troops what I just said, they executed that. They got McCusker time to get one of their playmakers downfield, throw the home run ball, and that's definitely going to put the pressure on here for Conrad Weiser with Exeter going up here with just over a minute left here in the fourth quarter.
Number 25, Sean Henry to attempt the extra point for Exeter.
All right, key extra point. And
flag on the play.
So what's new? A flag.
.111 left here in the fourth quarter. Some finals coming in. Reading 40, Daniel Boone 17. Berks Catholic, Hamburg 9-0. Berks Catholic the winner there. And final. Manheim Township 30, Wilson 14. So
wow.
Again, Manheim Township taking that battle tonight.
And the kick is good with 1 minute and 11 seconds
20,
left in the game.
28-21.
Exeter Eagles 28, Conrad Weiser Scouts 21.
All right, 1:11 left here in the fourth quarter. My broadcast partner Bruce is anticipating we're not going to go into overtime. He's got his headset off. He's making his way down
Update on the Penn State game.
with our game ball.
At half, Penn State 38, Maryland 0.
If you're catching anything over our headsets here, the broadcast announcer or the PA announcer here announcing that Penn State score 38-0 at halftime. Penn State up over the Terps of Maryland. Game set to kick off here. Exeter up 28-21. 1:11 left here in the fourth quarter. Don Thomas Stadium, homecoming here for Exeter Township High School. Conrad Weiser Scouts are going to have a minute 11 to work their way down the field after this kickoff.
Kickoff once again for Exeter. Number 19, Josh Cupid.
Cupid, the punter, also handling the kickoff duties for Exeter. Squibs it to the front row. Number 75 for Weiser, great job covering that ball up. Weiser's going to start out on offense here about the 43-yard line. First and 10, 1:10 left here in the fourth quarter. Conrad Weiser. Just a little bit under 60 yards to go. Big rush by the Exeter defense. Ty Yoakum with the interception. Again, I've talked about Ty Yoakum a few times throughout the night here. Just has done some great things all the way around on the offensive side of the ball. Now coming up big on defense with the interception. And for all intents and purposes, that should seal the deal here. First and 10 going the other way. Big interception by Ty Yoakum. 28-21. 1:04 left here in the fourth quarter. Exeter Township taking over, first and 10. Hard-fought battle by both of these teams. I think with both sides of the ball, we saw miscues on offense that kind of hampered their progress going downfield. But after the timeout, the last time Exeter had the ball, came up huge. McCusker and Javier for the long touchdown to put them up here late in the fourth quarter. 1:04 left now, 28-21. Exeter Township High School on top here on their homecoming over the Conrad Weiser Scouts. Just want to thank all of you who have joined us tonight. A lot more to come. Of course, the conclusion of this game, Bruce will be down on the field presenting our game ball for our player of the game from compliments of the ball girl. And also there's fireworks after the game here at homecoming at Exeter Township. Victory formation.
And McCusker takes a knee.
McCusker in at quarterback. Takes the snap. Clock's running. Under a minute now, down to 50. Down to 30. Victory formation again. Exeter Township. Cusker again takes a knee. So the clock winds down. Now under 10 seconds. Both the teams are out in the field, lined up to shake hands.
And that's the game, folks. Exeter wins our homecoming. Final score, our own Exeter Eagles 28, Conrad Weiser Scouts 21.
28-21, your final here from Don Thomas Stadium. Exeter Township, homecoming victory, 28-21. Big Berks Section 1 showdown.
As it will be dark.
And I will
Thank you everyone for coming out and supporting the students.
I will keep you up to date as to what's going on here. Again, both the teams out in the field now, both shaking hands, and the fireworks will be coming shortly. Take you down to Bruce in a minute with our player of the game, but for now, it'll be Jim Berkman and I talking about some of the final stats of this game before our game ball presentation.
Yeah, what a second half by Exeter. That play right at the end of the first half where Javier went 77 yards for the score turned the tide of this whole game. He only caught 2 balls, but they both went the distance for 140 yards. Pretty incredible. He also ran the ball for 60-some yards tonight. The Scouts went up 14-0. Exeter just turned it on. This was their homecoming, their home field. Coming into the game, I thought on paper they were the better team. They had to prove it, though, and they did. They knocked off the defending section champs. 28-21. Great game at the end. In the end, the time of possession was equal, 24 minutes, 24 minutes. So imagine when we talked at halftime, it was 15-something to 8-something. So Exeter possessed the ball a long time in the second half, and it worked out for them in the end. They won the game 28-21.
No, I think yeah, the thing that kind of blew me away there is that you just said about only 2 catches. But, I mean, obviously, what was it, 140 yards on those 2 catches.
Right.
Obviously. And, we talked about that coming in, and talked about, with Javier, many Friday nights, probably the best, if not one of the best athletes on the field. Again, a very accomplished basketball player here at Exeter Township as well, and that big play capability. I think one of the other pieces that was really interesting is the way that Coach Bowen and staff used him, throughout the game in offense. You look back, especially in the first half, they had their backs up against their own end zone a lot to start out. And they would bring him in and let him, use his legs to get him out of the shadow of their own goalpost and get some positive yards. And then we would see McCusker come in and, run the offense that he does. But, I think it was a steady diet of him at quarterback, throughout. There were a lot of times we saw him in on first down. And I think more often than not, he was getting, positive yards, 8, 10, 12 yards, and, either send up a second and short or getting the first down. And, again, just coming up huge, with those 2 pass plays, the touchdowns, the 140 yards on those 2 catches. But, what he did with his feet on the ground from quarterback as well, speaks to, the athletic ability of that young man and what he can do. I think, we saw this week 1, the Exeter Township defense, and they did again tonight do a great job of, not letting teams get outside. And I think we're just about ready to go down to the field and to Bruce and our game ball presentation.
Okay, Bruce Badgley, BCTV Friday Night Football. Really honored to present our game ball to our most valuable player here tonight, Alex Javier. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
Big play out there at the end of the game, obviously for the touchdown pass, but that was a really hard-fought battle out there tonight, wasn't it?
Definitely was. They put up a great fight.
You guys, now that makes you 4-2. You're right in the thick of the race here, for a section title. I mean, obviously something that you guys are probably striving for.
Yeah, that's been our goal the whole season. I think we took some strides forward tonight, but there's definitely a lot we can improve on.
Well, listen, thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right, best of luck the rest of the season. Back up to you guys.
Okay, and thanks to Bruce, and congratulations to Alex Javier there getting the game ball. Huge performance tonight, in this homecoming victory for Exeter, 28-21. And, we've had some great games so far this season, and now, of course, we're into Burke Section 1, Burke Section 2 play. Jim, what do you think? What do you think we're going to see here the rest of the way out with Burke Section 1?
Well, I think Exeter tonight put a stamp on it, that this is their division to win it. Obviously, they've got to get through Mifflin yet. Reading had a big win tonight against Daniel Boone, so don't count them out either. But, big win for Exeter tonight. Put their mark out there that they want to win this division this year. We'll see what happens.
We'll see how it unfolds the rest of the way through. So, again, homecoming here tonight. Are we going to stay on for fireworks? I don't know if we're going to make it for the fireworks, but if we can, we'll try and keep it on regardless. So to everyone watching at home, watching wherever you were watching, again, all the folks in Berks County watching on BCTV, we greatly appreciate that, watching it streamed on bctv.org. We're watching, on YouTube. And again, with that, that's on demand. So if you, got to see the game, want to see it again, and I know we have a lot of families, players, families, they'll watch the game, afterwards and watch it sometime this weekend. Again, whether you're tuning in live, catching us after the game's over anytime, on demand. We greatly appreciate it. And again, it's been a great start to the season so far. We're now into league play here in Burke Section 1 and Burke Section 2, and we're excited to bring you the games the rest of the way through the season. And for my broadcast partner Bruce, our whole crew, Lewis, Schmitty, all the guys from Vern Sports, Jim Berkman killing it again tonight on stats for us. Greatly appreciate this. This is Kerry Moyer saying thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you again next week.